And the last time I was picked up, I was always a big kid for my age, and I was about 15 the last
What, like
time.
tall?
And
Like fate?
I hitchhiked into Cleveland. I had, I think, like $43 in my pocket that I stashed
Play
away
bingo
from
with
working
this.
in a restaurant.
Yeah, how come it starts so
And I got a sleeping room next to a bus line. And
What you gonna play?
Get a paper every evening and go apply for jobs the next day. And I got hired at the night company warehouse. And so I take a bus to work every day and go back to my. I had a sleeping room.
Okay.
Go back
Do you
to the
know
sleeping
about
room
spelling things?
and pretty much mind my own business.
Joining me this evening is Dennis Hale. Dennis is the sole survivor of a ship called the Daniel J. Morrell, and it was shipwrecked. Dennis went down along with Dennis. Were there 29 other guys or 30 other guys?
There
You
were
didn't start up or
28
what?
other guys.
I was 29.
You were number 29. And he has written a book called Shipwrecked. And Dennis, I got to tell you, it was 45 years.
Piece
It was
of
published
real
in
shit.
2010. Why did you, what was the journey that you were making that it took 45 years to write this book?
Well, there were a lot of things after the shipwreck that I had a hard time dealing with. As a matter of fact, I really didn't start dealing with them until I was asked about
Star Citizen has
speaking one time.
$100 million.
And, it was a hard decision, but I did talk. But right after I talked, I felt like a big weight had been lifted off of me, not associating that with the fact that I just talked about sinking. And then I always
Gonna start up?
have people ask me questions,
Oh,
and
God.
no matter what they ask me, I would try and answer it.
I got the feeling from the book that
There you
you
go.
were brutally honest no matter what. I remember the rage that you tried to describe during the first inquiry when the Coast Guard came in and asked you some of the stupidest questions like, where were your papers?
Yeah.
But I always found that you were brutally honest throughout the book. Have you always been that way?
Oh no! I for a lot of years I wasn't a very nice guy. I've hurt a lot of people in my lifetime, and
That's fucked up. It's
I
weird when
guess
people can be
the only
honest
person I really
about a
hurt
thing
was
like
myself, though, for the things I had done.
Dennis Hale is joining me from Ohio this evening.
He keeps...
What was the cargo of the Morrell?
Beg pardon?
What was the cargo on the Morrell?
Well, we were light. We were going up for a load of taconite. These are little round pellets that consist of coke, clay, and iron ore, and they fire them to manufacture steel.
Okay.
And we were going up for a load of that taconite up to
It's not good shit.
Taconite Harbor, Minnesota.
All right. So you
Man, you
were
can't
empty at the
even
time
say
of the sinking.
That's correct.
Wow, I missed that altogether.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, when we come back, Dennis Hale is joining us here, but when we come back,
Okay,
we're
so
going to
then-
start this
yeah,
journey
yeah, I gotcha.
for the
Oh, yeah,
beginning
and
of the
then-
last
oh,
voyage
oh.
of the Daniel J. Morrell. Dennis Hale joins me. He was the sole survivor. It is one of the most harrowing tales of ordeal and survival that you
Ordeals
will
of
ever
tale.
hear. My name's Denny Smith, along with Dennis Hale,
Are you gonna
right here
keep
on
doing that,
93
or-
WIBC.
This guy-
93 WIBC. My name's Denny Smith.
it's
You know,
'cause
some of
he's
the
on an
best
actual
books I've
radio.
ever gotten, I've gotten from people that just
Is this
said,
really
Denny, you
loud?
ought to
This
read
guy was on
book."
the...
Called Shipwreck.
How could you not like that?
Lori and Robert had gotten from the author,
Okay, where
Dennis
am I?
Hale,
Is this me?
back on Labor Day of last year. I was lucky enough to track this fella down. His name's Dennis Hale, and Dennis is joining us again. Dennis, again, thanks for taking time out this
Dennis.
evening. I have been so looking forward to hearing your story. Now,
Oh, yeah, so then
you
that is put your-
you found yourself
this is-
on the Daniel J. Morrell. You were heading
That's
from
put your
south
guns away.
to north up towards what? Sault Ste. Marie?
Taconite Harbor, Minnesota.
Taconite Harbor, Minnesota. All right. Did you guys always
Head
sail
out
the
to the
Great
zoo.
Lakes? Did you ever go out on the open ocean?
No, it was always Great Lakes. These boats
This
aren't
is
built
a
for
guy
that.
who was on
They're
a sinking
flat-bottom
ship. I was
boats.
looking at this
Okay.
on the toilet
No
and
keel.
started listening
And how
to
old
it.
was
Thought
how
I'd
old was
continue.
the SS Daniel J. Morrell? Tell me
Oh, yeah,
about the
so
boat
then
itself.
Well, it was built in
You go,
1906.
you
It was
go-
60 years old, which was the average age of most of the boats that were out there then. And she was a steel
Close to
construction, 606 foot long by 75 feet.
606. That's 200 yards.
Yeah.
That's a lot of ship.
That's a lot of shit.
All right. So how was it powered? Was it coal fired or was it diesel fired?
No, it was coal fired.
Coal fired.
Yeah.
All right. How long had you been on that ship before? Or was this your first time on this ship?
Well, that was my third season.
That was your third season on the
You got
Morrell.
reneged.
That's right.
All right. So
Ratings were
you
so
knew your
good.
way around.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah,
that's the injury.
I was comfortable with it.
Had you-
I enjoyed it very much.
a day for
isn't there a
you
Go
was
Fest?
4 hours on,
Isn't there
8
a-
hours off. So that's
Yeah.
12 hours. So you had 2 4-hour shifts in a 24-hour day.
Yeah.
When did you get your meals?
Whenever I
When did I
could, basically in the
take my
morning
meal?
after I get off at 8 o'clock. And in the evening, at 6 o'clock, I would relieve the wheelsman in the pilot house.
Jerk
All right,
him
so
off,
you were at
like?
the bow of the ship.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, there's a separation there. The engine crew stays in the back, and the deck crew stays in the forward end.
Did you know
Is
many
this
of the
Razor
guys
Blade?
on the engine crew?
Yeah, do you guys want to make
yeah.
a
lot of
Minecraft
guys I
series?
feel with,
It's got to be
not
kind of
for 3 years,
reflective
really.
of the state
All right.
Minecraft.
How did you
is
get
in.
hired on?
Minecraft
26
videos.
years old, basically a troublemaker,
Yeah.
troubled youth.
This guy got kicked out of
trouble followed
California
you everywhere
itself
you
3
went. How'd you
times.
end up as a seaman?
Well, I was married,
Spilt it.
and I had 2 stepchildren and 2 of my own children. And in 1966, jobs were pretty scarce. So
He
I
was
decided,
26,
I
shit,
had
dude.
this fascination with the Great Lakes, and I figured, well, I'm going to go sailing. So I went to the Coast Guard Station, 9th District Coast Guard Station in Cleveland, and told them what I wanted to do. And my first requirement was to get a letter from a steamship company saying that they would provide me with a job.
Do it.
And so I went
Give me
to
a
that
job.
steel in the Terminal Tower building in Cleveland.
I'll be the
and they gave
shittiest.
me a letter.
Yeah, do you want to?
And I took it back
It'll
to
be
the
like a
Coast Guard,
scripted
and they
thing.
processed me.
They got so cried that a
And,
guy did a video about
That
a
was
school
in
shooting, so we can obviously
late summer,
blow
and
that out
early
of the water.
next spring.
Don't!
I received the instructions
Was
to
it
go to
no?
Erie, Pennsylvania, to board Daniel J. Morrell that had been in mothballs for like 4 years.
What type of training do you get to go into the merchant
None.
marine? I mean, do you go to school?
that's not
Do
it,
you-
that's
you
not
know,
it.
What do they? Where do you learn in order to be considered a seaman?
Well, nowadays, yeah. Back then, you just had to be able to climb a ladder, basically.
That was it.
Yeah. And
All
then
right.
you learn from the other guys. And they give you a booklet that tells you how to advance yourself. And if I
How
would
about
have
you
applied
just
myself
constantly-
and stayed in the boat, I could have become a captain.
Really?
God.
Yeah.
So the first rank was seaman, then able-bodied seaman.
Yeah.
And what happens after? I mean, where do you go after
Well,
I'll
that?
let
from
you-
there,
I'll let my seaman speak
able-bodied,
for
you can be a
itself.
wheelsman, you can be a
Is it-
watchman.
bulletins, right?
and
I'm new to this.
Continue up the
I can
ladder.
voice act?
You have to learn all the buoys on the Great
You might be
Lakes and,
overqualified then.
all the channels you navigate and everything else.
jobs.
And
Punch
there's
the
certain
key.
places you have a steering pole that sticks out in the front of the ship.
Hard trips.
And I'll tell you, put that pole on
Oh,
this
they'll give you a
building
bunch of
over there,
money
and
for
you swing it around where you can put that pole on it, and that's how they navigate.
Interesting. Dennis Hale joins us this evening. He was the sole survivor of a shipwreck of the Daniel J. Morrell back in 1966. We're about to hear
I only suck
the
my
story of that
ass.
fateful night.
Sick.
It was on the day of November 28, 1966. Now,
We'll see if
at
we
that point,
piss off Sky Williams.
had you just finished a watch, or tell me what was
Oh, no,
going
I
on
wanna
the day
buy
before
a
the
gun.
shipwreck? Where were you, and what were you doing?
Well, I have to extend that a little bit. I had missed the ship in Buffalo. When we were
So you
downbound from
fucked.
Taconite Harbor on our last run for the season,
Okay.
and we were supposed to go in, tie it up, lay the ship up, and go home. And we were about a day out
Tie
of
me up,
Lackawanna,
loser.
New York, when we received word that we had to make one more run, another ship to Lackawanna.
Loan.
Where the
What?
Lehigh had broken down and had to go into Erie for boiler problems.
How much money?
So
do you
needless to say, the crew was pretty well bummed out because they were
$40,000.
planning on going home.
Now,
Who's
would this have been an extra run? Would it have been an overtime run, or what? Is it just
no
another
overtime.
run?
You get your straight wages. It's just a tack on, basically.
All right.
Tachyon, you mean?
But
we should play
when we got to
Tachyon,
Lackawanna,
the
there
fringe.
were 2 boats ahead of us, and it takes about 8 hours to unload the boat. And I figured, well, I got pretty close to
Seeking
24 hours.
torpedoes.
I'm going to talk to the maid and see if I can go home. Because
gimbaled
going
them
into Buffalo all the time, I did keep a car there.
What's a good weapon?
And
to
I
use?
checked with him, and he said, sure. So another fellow went with me, and I dropped him off in Erie and went home and
Missile rack, beam laser.
called him before I left home to go back to the boat.
You
And,
po.
had a friend with me and to drive my car back because I didn't know where we were going to lay up
Just
Okay.
at the
cannon?
end of the season.
Just cannon.
And when we got to Buffalo,
try it.
I could see from the lights we had missed a Morrell. Her lights were just clearing the break wall.
Hey,
Oh no.
And so I went to the Coast Guard station and called the captain on the ship to
oh,
shore.
wait, what? I missed it.
And
I
he
was-
said to meet it at Mullins Fuel Dock in Ontario, right across from Detroit. Had I missed that boat and couldn't get back
Oh.
aboard, I'd lost something like $7,000 in bonuses.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So
He didn't
now
get on
I'm
his
trying to
boat
think
in
where you were. Detroit. Did you go across the Blue Water Bridge? Then did you scoot around and then cross over to the Ontario side?
Yes.
Okay.
multi-cannon.
Basically. We went back to my place, spent the night, and then left the next morning. And when we got there, the Morel was still at anchor in the river because of high winds.
Just get it because it's the most
So we
expensive.
just hung around the dock basically for almost 24 hours. It was 8 o'clock the next morning before the Morel came in.
On the phone with me is Dennis Hale. He is the sole
So he was gonna
survivor
go on a
of a
boat,
shipwreck
and he
we are
was
going to
too
learn
late?
about
Oh,
this
he's
evening.
unfortunate.
You worked pretty hard to get on a boat that was going to sink, son.
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah,
there was a message there for me. I didn't see it, though.
You didn't see it.
Yeah.
What type of ship did you run on
Okay,
board
that's good
when
enough.
you got there?
accepted
Did
the
you
thing,
hit
right?
Did you get on board on the 28th, the day before the wreck?
Yes, I got on that morning, and we had gone to anchor again after I had climbed aboard. And anyhow, when I got on board, they told me to go to bed. My watch was almost over, which I did.
Now, did they yell at you?
I took a razzing, I guess you would say.
Okay.
Nobody yelled at me. I just took a razzing from everybody for missing the boat again.
Okay. Again?
Yeah.
Oh, you've done that once before?
Yeah, I
Oh,
was pretty
Dennis.
good at that.
Oh, man. All right, so you went to bed.
Yeah.
All right, so now this is on the night of the 28th. You were in bed.
Yeah.
All right, now.
This was the morning of the
Oh,
28th.
this is-
Then I got up and I stood my watch that evening, and I was awakened about 3 o'clock to stand my 4 o'clock in the evening watch. And
All right.
I went back to the
Goddamn
galley and grabbed a
balloon.
bite to eat and took a little bit of razzing from some of the crew.
Good.
And then about 10 minutes to 4, I went up to the pilot house and took a little bit of razzing from the first mate, my boss, and the wheelsman.
Well, tell me about the weather conditions. You're watching this. You're inside behind glass, but did you notice any weather conditions that concerned you?
You know, they had the Weather Channel on constantly, and, you know, you're having conversation and listening to the Weather Channel, and there was nothing came across the radio.
Okay, so then
At 6 o'clock, the wheelman,
Oh, yeah, so I
went
want
back to
to-
eat, and I relieved him at the wheel. And,
So you were actually doing this. You were steering the ship.
well, we were on what they call iron mic, like power steering.
Oh, okay.
And all I
that what I
had to
want?
do
You
was
didn't
make
look
sure
at
she
your
stayed
little
on
quest.
course.
But
And,
treaty.
Are you telling me it was idiot proof?
Yeah, well, I
Okay.
think so.
Okay. Okay. I've never been at sea on this. I mean, I've been on a little catch rig, but I've never been
Well,
on
you
a
They
were
big
had
at
the
ship.
sea on that
termination
one.
back then, but yeah,
Okay.
you're basically right.
All right.
He came back probably, I relieved him at 6. He came back close to 7. And then I went back to grab a bite to eat. And I probably, I talked to some of the guys. I checked. I had one guy that worked for me, a deck watch. And his job was sounding the ballast tanks on both sides of the ship and marking them up.
Now what does that mean? Sounding a ballast tank?
Well, you put water in these tanks to hold the boat down into the water, into
right.
the
Hey.
lake.
Okay.
You know, so it's just not floating right on top of the water. And he had to check those because sometimes water leaked in, and sometimes water leaked out. As a matter of fact, when I came on watch, we had to go down into the cargo hold. The Ulick buckets, the unloader,
You land and drive a buggy
Yeah,
while
hit
your
these
ship flies away?
tanks.
That's fucked up.
and put holes in them. So we had to go down there with wooden wedges and pound these wedges into these cracks in the steel so that the water wouldn't leak out.
Now,
Now, what happens
this
is that water causes this wood to swell.
Okay,
Don't
now this is
interrupt
an
me.
internal tank within
Yeah.
the hull of the ship.
It's called a double
What's that?
bottom.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
You go.
So we had to
You
do
see
that.
the target?
But,
Martin Jackson.
by the time my watch was over at 8 o'clock, well, when I went back for lunch, there was some spray coming over the bow. Nothing that was uncommon.
Now, this is 8 a.m. in the morning.
No.
This is 8
8 p.m.
8 p.m., okay.
28th.
Oh, I'm
When you
still
said
in,
lunch, you threw
I'm still
me.
in
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But
nuclear space. Right?
All right, so you noticed
Is
some
that a
spray
weird-
coming over the bow.
yeah, as I walked down the leeward side.
All right.
You have a windward side where the wind hits it, and the other side is the leeward side. So I walked down the leeward side to keep from getting wet. And I was probably back in the stern of the
Am I
ship
in the
almost
treaty system?
8:30,
Yeah.
8:45 before I came forward, and I dropped
Okay,
a
so just
Meagle
go
off
around
for the
looking
first
for
mate.
pirates.
And oh wait, that was my lunchtime. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And I got back about close to 8 o'clock. And after that, the mate asked me to go pick him up something to eat, as did the wheelsman.
Get swatted and keep
and I
playing
went
the
back
game.
again, going down the
Shit.
leeward side. And I got back up forward probably about probably around 8:45, and dropped the meal off for the first mate. And talked to the watchman for a few minutes, Stu Campbell. He said, "Oh, Dennis," he said, "this is going to be an easy trip. Right up to Taconite Harbor, load up, turn around, come home, layer up, and go home." I said, "Yeah, but you can
What's
never
that?
tell about November."
Whoop.
He says, no bad reports coming over. He says, this would be an easy trip. And I said, oh, well, okay, So we talked a little longer. And his room was on the spar deck, as was mine. The spar deck is the main deck, the working deck.
All right.
And mine was closer to the front of the ship than his was.
Yeah, so yeah.
Well, I went to my room, I stripped down to my undershorts, grabbed a book, jumped in bed, turned on my bunk light, and I probably read till maybe 10:30.
All right, now I want you to hold it right there. This is pretty important. You stripped down to your boxer shorts. Did you have socks on, Dennis?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Okay, so you're just in your boxer
this
shorts.
Is pretty
Did you have a
important.
T-shirt
You got
or
the
anything
socks
on?
One
just
sock
my
on?
shorts.
Just your shorts. All right. You sleep like most men then.
Yeah.
When we come back, we're going to talk about what happens next. My name's Denny Smith, along with Dennis Hale, who is the sole survivor of the shipwreck of the Daniel J. Morrell. We're about to begin this harrowing journey of one brave man. My name's Denny Smith, along with Dennis Hale, right here on 93 WIBC. Good evening. My name is Denny Smith.
If you're in the blue
Welcome
zone,
to the show.
it should
this
auto
evening
do
I have
a
a
thing
very
for you,
special
isn't it?
man.
Weak signal source, yeah.
A ship went down on
it didn't fuck up.
Lake Huron back in 1966. There were 29 men on board and only one man survived. He is joining us on the phone this evening. His name's Dennis Hale. Dennis, again, thank you for your time this
How
evening.
were your feet when you were in a shipwreck?
This is quite a tale, and it will help people understand quite a journey that you made in life.
Wedding barge. Help over.
Thank you. It's a pleasure for me to be talking to you.
All right, now you went to bed at 10 o'clock approximately on November 28th. Is that correct?
That's right.
All right. Now, when did you hear the siren or the horn for general quarters? What happened next? You were in your undershorts.
Well, I was
Okay, so now you're in that good
probably
speed.
till 10:30, and I laid the book on the deck of the ship, on the floor,
Okay.
and turned out my bunk light and went to sleep. Sometime later that night, I heard a loud bang, and in my slumber, I just assumed maybe it was the anchor bouncing on the bow,
Was that common?
Yes, that was common.
Okay.
In heavy seas, yeah. So I rolled
Probably
over
just an
onto my
anchor
right
whacking
side,
it.
facing one of the bulkheads, one of the walls, and then there was
Okay,
another
then
loud
look
bang,
for a guy.
and this time all the books came off my bookcase.
That was
Something
no
that
anchor.
never happened,
Yeah.
I figured, well, if it's going to get that bad, I better get up. I reached overhead, turned on my
Are
bunk
you
light,
evil?
and it wouldn't
Let's
come
see
on.
ya. Rich
And,
Heighton?
I
Competent?
think right then and there I knew something was
Wanted.
wrong somewhere.
Do I fuck him up? Is he going
I
to kill
pulled the
me?
curtains from around my bunk, and as I did that, the general alarm sounded. And from where I was on the bottom bunk, I could look up and straight ahead, and I could see sparks being generated where the hammer was hitting the bell. Well, needless to say, I jumped right out of bed.
Now, you're on the spar deck. You're on the main
Yeah,
deck.
now that you
on the
don't
main
have
deck.
synchronized
All right.
guns, you fucking
next to the windlass room.
have to keep
All
it
right.
just in. You're an idiot.
I jumped out of bed. I reached overhead, found a life jacket and put on, opened the door to the companionway that led to the main deck.
All right, now wait a minute. You have a life jacket and boxer shorts on at this point.
Yes.
Do you have anything on your feet?
No. Nothing.
See
All
about
right,
those
so
feet.
where were you to
Are you one of
report
these
when you
kind of
heard general
guys?
quarters?
Well, I was just going out on deck. There's nothing saying where you to report.
Okay.
I knew where the life raft was if I needed it, but I wanted to see what was going on.
Okay.
So I ran down the companionway, and as I got about halfway down
At the unsync
companionway,
shooters.
another fellow, Al Wemmy, came out of his room, and he was
Oh,
in
you
front
were
of me, and
reversing.
he got to the hatch that led to the main deck, and he put his hands
like
on
that.
the hatch and looked out, and he said, "Oh my God!" And I said, "What is it, Al? What's going on?" He said, "Oh my God!" I said, "What's going on, Al?" And he said, "Oh my God!" and rushed back to his room.
Oh my God.
I stepped out.
Al,
on
what
the
is it?
Main deck, and as I looked towards
You're
the stern of
not
the
going
ship,
to kill this fucking guy.
there was no stern. The ship was buckled or hogged.
What does that mean? Did it buckle up in the middle or buckle down in the middle?
Well, it kind of bounces, but when I looked back there, it was down. I couldn't see the back of it. I could see lights coming up where the deck ended
Oh, my gosh.
from the smokestack.
He looked out, and
But,
the ship, it's like a
I knew
huge oil
we had
tanker.
broken.
Now,
And it
you
fucking
later
snapped
found
in
out that
half.
the captain had to do some pretty fancy wiring
Oh,
to even make the
subs on?
alarm sound. What had he done to make the alarm sound?
He took the battery out of the directional finder and hooked it up to the general alarm system so that it would sound. Now, that first noise I heard was actually the bottom of the ship exploding, and the second was the starboard side letting go. with
How
the
did it even
first
happen?
explosion, it severed the electrical cables coming forward. So,
So that's why you didn't have lights.
We didn't have any electricity forward at all.
All right, now you're still standing there in your boxers and your life jacket. Did you go ahead and fasten the life jacket, or
And
was
how
it
are your
just
feet
hanging
now?
loosely around your shoulders at that point?
I don't think I fastened it. I walked over to the port
Disruptive
side
mass?
to the cruise work hall.
Barefoot.
Yeah, there's a covering overhead,
All right.
the tarp. And I walked over to the cruise hall, work hall, and there were 3 fellows in there already. Norm Bragg, he survived the sinking of the Steinbrenner in 1958, I believe it was. And 2 of the deckhands were in there.
Charge
John
it up.
Grove, the fellow I drove to Erie, was in there as well. So, I mean, there was only 4 of us
Oh,
there.
now you
Did they know what was going
Your
on?
ass.
Yeah, I kind of looked to Norm Bragg for kind of like guidance because, he had been in the sinking, And we talked about what was going on and what was happening. And what
You
to
won't get
expect.
me.
And then he said, well, fellas, he said, we better go back and get on the raft. It's been good to know you.
Just like that.
Huh?
It's been good to know you.
Yeah.
Isn't that what Gordon Lightfoot said when he sang
Yeah.
the song about the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Yes, it is.
Good to know you.
Oh my gosh! So, all right, now you're in your BVD, son, and you've got a life jacket.
Son.
Did
I
you
don't like
decide
how
to
he
go back
keeps
to your room at that point?
saying
What did you
that.
decide to do?
I decided I needed more clothing on. So
I don't
went
like
back
that.
to the companionway and stepped
Don't be
inside.
mean to him.
And it was like being in a cave. It
Well-
was just totally black.
Oh, you had no light.
No light at
Don't-
all. Nothing.
Snook.
Nothing. Not even
Don't be that to
a
him.
hair of a light, And my room was the third one back on the right side. So I put out my right
I have
hand
to repair my ship.
and started walking cautiously towards the bow, towards the front of the ship.
Again, barefoot.
What's
Counting the
HM2?
doorways as
Homer.
I went back. When I got to my room, it was even darker. I stepped inside and I
Homer.
searched around for more clothing.
Ah.
And not knowing how much time I had, I did find a navy wool pea coat. And I put that on and went back out onto the companionway and
I
out
like
onto
no
the main
music.
deck and started walking back towards the life raft. The life raft was probably,
Oh, shit.
I have no way of really knowing. Probably,
I'm going to let you think for just a second because I want to get people back to who you are and what's going on. Dennis Hale is on the phone with us right now, and he is in the midst of describing the sinking of the Daniel J. Morrell
If he
back
can
in
fucking
November. This
remember
was the
anything.
morning of November 29th, 1966. Dennis was one of 29 crew
Wait, he's
members. He
barefoot?
was the only one to survive, and you were hearing his recollection of his encounters with all of the shipmates, those that did not make it, as he makes his way back to his room.
He was
He's
the only
in
guy who
his,
survived
BVDs.
this thing.
Are you a brief guy or a boxer guy?
I was a brief guy then.
You're a brief guy there. Okay, so you got your briefs on, and you got you have your life jacket, and you go back and you find a Navy pea coat.
I put that on over the life jacket.
All right.
As I'm walking back, it's probably 60 feet back to the life raft. It's on the main spar deck. As I'm walking back, I can feel ice and slush coming up between my toes. So
You still didn't put on any shoes or anything.
I didn't have time to look for them.
Oh, yeah.
At times
Oh,
like
God,
that, you
dude.
got to grab what you can get.
That's
just
right.
Go with it, But I could feel this ice and slush coming up between my toes, so I figured it must have snowed or iced or something.
Could you feel the ship pitching in any way, Dennis?
Not at that point, no.
All right. What did
Gray
you
guys
hear?
The ones?
Well, once I got to the raft, I crawled on the
Canister of
raft
wine?
behind John Grove, the guy I took to Erie, PA, and he had a rope, and he was lashing himself down to the raft.
Illegal salvage. Can I steal that?
I didn't have any rope, and I
Yeah, what's
really
that?
didn't want to lash myself down to it in case I had to move
Look
real
at that,
quick,
look at that,
and
look at that.
get out of the way for some reason.
Did you guys ever have any
What is that,
training
can I
on,
click on
on lifeboat drills or life
You realize
raft
we
drills?
had
just
lifeboat
say
drills.
something.
But did they tell you to lash down,
Your
or was that
emotions should be
just
able to-
We're
John?
you're talking lifeboat, I'm talking life raft.
Life raft. Okay, but did John feel that lashing himself down was the only smart thing to do at that point?
Well,
Obviously,
Norm
yeah.
Bragg, the fellow that was on the Steinbrenner when it sunk, he
Cargo
also
scoop.
was lashing himself down.
Oh my
I
God.
guess the idea was not to get separated from the raft.
Okay.
Ship lights.
But as I sat on the raft, well, let me put you in the right mood. That night, we had 60, 65 mile an hour wind,
I see.
Oh my gosh.
30, 35 foot.
Now,
seas.
were you windward or leeward at this point? Where was the
Windward,
life
leeward.
raft on the deck?
in the center of the in the center of the
Illegal sandwich.
between the port side and the starboard side.
So in front of the wheelhouse?
behind it.
Behind the wheelhouse. Well, you were still taking full force wind then.
Oh yeah, we were right out in the open.
Am I doing it right?
So we had,
Cargo scoop?
65 mile an hour winds, 35-foot seas,
And you're in
water
your-
temperature of 44,
Boop.
and
Oh!
33.
I stole some
You're
wine.
in your BVD.
Yo, this game's awesome.
And
And,
barefoot.
Yeah. But while everybody was coming to the raft or getting around the raft, there's a 32-man crew was a usual complement, but we were short 3 people. I know I was short one
We can
time in
give
my
full
room.
compliments to him.
But everybody
that's
was coming around, getting around the raft. There was conversation between the first mate and the captain about no SOS was given. It had broken too fast, and they just didn't have time to get off an SOS.
So nobody knew you were in trouble.
No, and we were told that as soon as we got into the water, to make and onto a raft, back onto the raft to make sure that we
Get in
fired
that
off
fucking raft.
because the sister ship, the E.Y. Townsend, was within 15 miles of us.
All right, now I want you to hold that thought, Dennis.
Right.
Dennis Hale is joining me. He is the sole survivor. 29 men boarded the Daniel J. Morrell, and only one survived, and he
Is
is
this just like
joining
a
us
random
on the phone
occurrence?
here
Sometimes
this
there's
evening. When
some
we come back,
contraband
we're going to find out what happens to this life raft right here
I
on
am wearing
93
socks,
WIBC. Thank you, John. I will tell you folks that I have heard a lot of stories in my life. This one is probably one of the most harrowing I've ever heard. Joining us this evening, Dennis Hale, the sole survivor of a ship that was wrecked in Lake Huron back in 1966. It was the latter days of November
Oh,
1966.
full. Yeah, fuck you then.
It was a
loser.
Daniel J. Morrell. He tried to miss the ship twice and ended up on the ship for one last
Right.
trip up for cargo, and all of a
System
sudden he
map.
gets up in the middle of the night and he hears the general alarm. He comes out in his BVDs, barefoot, and a life
DVDs?
jacket, and he notices
Baby
that the
dick.
bow of the ship has been separated
Is
from
this the Patriti
the
system?
stern of the ship. It has buckled. Now, Dennis, I guess the first thing I need to ask you is, what did you hear
What the fuck,
during all
Dennis?
this time? You said that it was a
Contacts. I
very
can
short period of
contact the
time.
line.
From the time you heard the alarm to the time that you were in the life raft and things were going down, how many minutes was that?
Well, from the time the general alarm sounded till I wound up in the water, it was
Line
like
it up.
minutes.
Line it
Oh,
up.
ended up in the water, so you didn't make it to
it's not even-
to the life raft?
I was on the raft.
Oh.
But, the noise, you mentioned the noise. Let me set you up here. I was sitting on the raft facing the port side, which means to my right was the front of the ship, the bow,
Right.
and to my left was the stern of the ship. And I'm
You were
hearing all
taking
these-
you were taking the wind right in your full
Oh,
face.
yeah.
Okay.
But I could
Or space
hear
pizza.
the laboring of the engine, steam escaping, the wind whistling through the wires, and the crunching of metal. And there's conversation going
That's
on
fucked
about once we get into the water to fire.
I
want to
hear just the guy telling the story and this guy not
I missed a lot of
questioning him and
conversation because
be
of all
asleep
the
on
crazy
the
things
toilet.
going on behind
How could
me.
you hear? You had 65 mile an hour wind. If you had a ship buckling, did you hear tearing steel?
Yes.
Describe
didn't
to
even hear
people
tearing
what
steel.
a tearing steel sounds like. A lot of people have never heard the term
Replicate the
tearing
sound if you
steel.
can.
Tell them what.
It's just a real deep, wrenching grind is what
what's
it's
the
like.
unidentified?
And
Did you have to worry about? Did you have to worry
Hmm.
about exploding rivets?
yeah, oh yeah. But,
Oh my!
But as I sat there, something caught my eye on the bow of the ship, and I looked on
Was
the
it
bow up on the
boobies?
second deck, the forecastle deck.
Mm-hmm.
One of the mates was up there with a flashlight. The second mate fumbling around by his room, and I kept thinking, get down here
He's
with
fucked.
us, safety and numbers.
Yeah, dude, you're fucked.
Do you remember that crewman's name?
Yeah.
That's all right. I won't put you through
Oh, someone
that.
said hi to me.
Now you'd been through life
Don't
raft drills
fucking kill
before.
me.
No.
You had not.
Life raft. And the lifeboat, not life raft.
Life raft drill. Okay.
Don't.
But this raft was designed to stay on the boat as it sank, and then to float away. And there was a carbide light attached to it that when it got wet,
yeah.
it would ignite. But as I sat on this raft, I heard another noise towards the stern of the ship, towards the back. Now they still had lights back there.
Like he's about to
And I
arrive.
looked, and standing in front of the after cabins was a guy named Don Worcester, a real big
Killed the
guy,
bride.
not heavy, big. And he was from Maine, and he was an oiler, and he was standing in front of those
Fast.
cabins looking forward with an oil can in his hand. And I'm wondering, they couldn't have got a general alarm back there. The only way they knew something was wrong is because they were losing steam and the noise and everything. And then as I'm watching him, I something caught my eye, and I looked over my left shoulder towards the starboard side, and the main deck was starting to tear. It tore real slow, like a piece of paper,
Oh, boy.
and you could see sparks coming from it. And every
Describe
once in
that
a while, there was
slowly.
like a puff of smoke. I think it was when it would hit a rivet, and the rivet would go flying, and that rust and dust would come out of it. I watched it tear all the way up to the hatch combings, to the hatches, and then as it went
combings.
between the hatches,
Yeah,
you
how
could
do
hear
we-
it tear. And when I got to the port side, I watched it tear all the way across, and then the two sections
I'm
separated.
not allowed to do that.
And somehow the stern became abreast of the bow, so that now if I looked over the
Suddenly
port
the
side,
stern was a
I was
tit.
looking into the cargo hold of the stern of the ship,
Oh, my gosh.
and it was advancing towards us. If I looked over my left shoulder, I was looking into Lake Huron.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, the stern got quite close, and I got scared, and I closed my eyes, and I held on to the steel pipe I was sitting on.
No faction.
And I was thinking the bow section was going to come right over there. I mean, the stern section was going to come right over the bow.
Because it was still under full power.
Oh, yeah. And next thing I knew, I was in the water.
All right, we're going to stop it right there, and we're going
Okay.
to go into our news break.
You
but
blew it.
that was the next thing that you knew. There were 2 life rafts. You were on the forward one. And joining me, Dennis Hale, the only survivor of the shipwreck of the Daniel J. Morrell. Folks, I'm telling you, the story just gets tougher from here. We have told you that he's in his BVDs. He has a life
this some
life vest
motherfucker?
on, and he has a pea coat over the top of that. He is barefoot,
Hey.
65-mile-an-hour winds, and it's about 35
Fuckhead.
degrees. When we come back, the rest of the story of the Daniel J. Morrell and Dennis Hale right here on 93 WIBC. My name's Denny Smith. Welcome to the show. This evening we
Fancy
have a sole
condom I was gonna
survivor
lay
of
in
a
there.
terrible shipwreck that took place in the latter part of November in 1966. Folks, that was nearly 45 years ago. 2 years ago,
Get outta here.
Dennis Hale decided to write the story, and he joins us here this evening. Dennis, again, thank you for taking
Dennis,
time
leave.
out to share this story.
Oh, that's fine.
You were
NP.
the last thing you remember after
All right, get that engine shut down.
boarding the raft is you ended up in the water. Tell me what happened.
You said I could land here.
From that point on, you were in the water.
That is not the
again,
one.
You're in your BVDs.
They gave me a
You've
fine.
got your life vest on, and you've got a pea
Fine.
coat over the top of that.
Yeah.
What happened when you came to?
Fucking-
Well, I wasn't out. I was just thrown overboard, and I don't know how deep I went in the water, but I didn't know which way was up.
I asked for
Forgetting I
docking
had the life
permission, and you
jacket
said
on,
it was
I
okay,
let
you
some air
fucking
bubbles
idiot.
out and followed them to the surface. And once
Didn't
I
I?
got to the surface, I could see nothing. There was nothing around me.
You couldn't see the bow anymore. You couldn't see the stern anymore.
Not from the vantage point I was at, no.
Wow.
I was looking for the life raft, and but my whole body just
I
kind of
didn't do
contracted
anything
when I
wrong.
hit that water, and it was kind of hard to get moving again.
I have been in 40-degree water,
Yeah.
and we were doing a dead man, what they call a dead man drill or man overboard drill, out in Penobscot Bay in Maine, and the water was so cold that it all of my muscles just froze. I'm assuming that that's what you were experiencing at the time.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
All
I
right.
just didn't know,
So how did you gain
that?
perspective of where the life raft
Well,
was? at
I
that
looked around. I couldn't see the life
Is there a
raft,
way
and
to
then
move
all of a
laterally?
sudden I saw it. I saw the carbide light,
No.
and it was between waves, in the low section of the wave, the trough.
Do you have any idea how high the waves were? Could you estimate what those were?
At that point,
200.
they may have been 5-footers,
Boy.
and so I started swimming towards it. And when I first saw it, no one was aboard, and swimming with that pea coat on, that was like pulling a bus behind me.
Boy.
But they tell me, life jacket, a pea coat, whether it's wet or dry, is good insulation.
You know what? Let's tell people what a pea coat is. It is it's a heavy wool
Navy jacket.
a navy jacket, and was it double-breasted or was it single-breasted?
How many tits it got?
I think it was single-breasted.
Yeah.
But at any rate, I couldn't
This is
button
the
it
biggest
because I had
story
the
you'll
life
ever see.
jacket
Yeah, I
under
would
it.
like to
So were you
repair,
mostly
please.
kicking for propulsion, or were you getting your arms moving
Oh,
too?
I had everything going. I figured all of it was going to be good for me.
Boy.
When I got to the raft, when I first saw it, nobody was on it. And then by the time I got there, 2 men had climbed aboard, John Cleary and Art Stojak, and they helped pull me aboard.
What happened to the 2 guys that had strapped themselves in?
They were gone.
Oh my gosh!
Part of the side of the raft was missing.
There were
raft
3
got
other guys
fucked
on
up?
your life raft when everybody got on board. There was Art Stovak, John Cleary, and then Fuzzy, Charles Fuzzy
Fossbender.
Fossbender. Okay, I can remember his last name. He
Michael
called him
Fassbender.
I
Fuzzy.
told the guys that if
Magneto
we have to
saved
get
him.
into this compartment in the center, I have to fire off flares. The one guy, Art Stojek, he was
No, I just want to kill
he was
people.
pretty well in shock. He wasn't making a lot of sense, and he did a lot of whining. And
How were they dressed?
Art
They did a lot
Stojek
of
just had
fucking
pajamas
whining.
on. John Cleary had a
I think that's all
sweatshirt
I
and jeans on, and then we helped boost.
No,
Fuzzy
you can't come in here.
And Fuzzy was standing watch. He was fully dressed.
Don't.
All right.
Is this one of you
Basically
fuckers?
cotton type clothes, or were they in woolens?
Need
No,
help there?
cotton,
Can't let your
cotton.
prostate get mangled. This is one of you.
You know, there
Yeah,
wasn't
how
a
do I
lot
get
of
into my little
conversation.
chat
I was the only one
box
really
there?
talking.
Yeah.
And
What time was all? Do you have a time about
Oh,
when
it's
you hit the
2, isn't it?
water?
Yeah.
about 2:00 in the morning.
2 a.m.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Alex
that's
the
important
Valiant.
because we're going to try and
Atticus
start this
Arkwright.
clock here and see how long it took. When the bow went down, you described a situation where time sort of
Look at
stops
this little
and
Canadian
you
shit.
awaken, so to
Is it
speak,
like
and you're in
R?
this
Yeah.
water.
Fuck
When you came up, what fired the carbide lamp? I couldn't get that in my mind. How was there a switch?
I went-
How does
yeah.
carbide fire?
When it gets wet, it ignites,
Oh, I got it. Okay.
and it burns white hot.
All right.
But on the raft, when all four of us were on there, we tried to get the compartment open. It had been damaged when the raft was thrown overboard. Just a
1v1 me.
very heavy raft. It has
Yeah, okay.
two metal
Do it.
drums on it filled with something buoyant on a metal superstructure, and the raft itself are just 2x4s attached to a framing.
Yeah, okay,
With a
do it.
2x4 on its side for edging.
Fucking
So what's the
coming-
flotation of the barrel?
Yeah.
Whatever, you can't
Alright.
fight shit on the best,
And the raft
dude.
itself was
I know how
probably
to work all of my
5 foot by
guns.
8 foot. It was a 21-man raft, but that was with
6
people
of
in the
them.
water holding onto a rope along the
So
side.
just like they're around here somewhere.
When we did get this compartment open, I grabbed a flare gun
There's only two
and I
things.
fired off a parachute flare. Kind of disappointed because it only seemed to go up maybe 30 feet, and then the
is
wind
that
took
one?
it. So I fired a second one, and the same thing happened. Then I
Let's go
closed
fly
that
around this
hatch
planet.
up. Well, I got a handheld
handheld
flare out of there. And I closed that hatch up, and we all kind of laid down and huddled around this flare because I
Where'd
thought
you
it was
set your
good
thing?
for some heat, but it doesn't give off any heat. I can remember I was laying on my right
Yeah, what are
side, and I
these
had
red
this
ones?
flare
Oh,
over my left
I'm too
leg.
fat.
And I can remember Charlie Farshbender saying, "Don't hold that over your leg. That stuff drips on you." Because there is a substance that drips off of it. He said that'll burn a hole right through you.
All right.
Like I really cared at that point because I could
Oh yeah,
not
like
feel
I
my legs by
fucking
then.
care. It'll
Now,
burn a
how
hole right
far
through me.
the deck of the life
Oh, yeah.
raft? How far above
sell
the
my-
water level
shit,
was
shit,
that deck?
Probably
So there's a
foot,
black market
Just
I
a
could be
foot.
selling to?
foot, maybe 18 inches.
All right. Now this was early morning on
Unexplored
November
is the
29,
planet, right?
1966. What were the sea conditions on the raft at that
I'm
point?
massive.
Well, at that point, right
So I'm too
then,
close to it,
it
right?
was calm.
It's a tractor
But
beam?
with the guys laying around after I lit that handheld flare, once it burned out, I got back up on my knees, opened that hatch compartment, and was looking for anything I could find. I got all the parachute flares out and laid them down where I was going to lay down.
Don't scan
Got
me!
the handheld flares and put them down. And
Illicit cargo.
as I was swimming towards the raft, I thought
don't
there's
want
a substance called storm oil, which goes into a thing called a sea anchor. And the idea is
Storm
to
oil.
put this canister in the sea anchor, and on the end there's a little screw you open up, and it releases oil into the water, and helps keep the water calm around the raft. But it was of no use,
this what I wanted?
in conditions like that. But I thought about taking that and rubbing it all over my body to try and hold the heat in.
Oh, what a great idea!
Yeah, well, somebody threw it overboard before I had a chance.
Oh man.
He tried
along
to cover
with the sea
himself with
anchor.
oil. so
Dennis
he
Hale
wouldn't-
joins me. He is telling the story of the sinking of the Daniel J. Morrell.
I wish Chris
Dennis was the
Hansen
only
would
one
stop
who
talking to
survived
me
that
about
terrible
feet
day.
and peacoats.
On board ship or on board the
Yeah, my
life
feet were
raft
wrapped
with
in
him right
peacocks.
now are three of his shipmates: Art Stovek,
Shit.
John Cleary, and Fuzzy Fosbender, Charles Fuzzy Fosbender.
Oh, wait, you fuck.
All right, so I tell you what. Now,
See that
Dennis,
flare?
you guys
Yeah,
are in a
there.
bad way.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Well, it gets worse.
All right.
Once I got everything out of this compartment that I thought I could use, I reached up. This is just a lid on the deck, and I reached up to close this lid, and something kind of glittered.
I super
And
cruised.
I looked up, and what I was looking at was probably a 35-foot wave that
Oh,
was towering
my.
over us.
Oh my
A
Lord.
35
And the only way I saw that
getting
is
at him.
the carbide light was illuminating the foam that was being blown off the top. It scared the heck out of me. Real quick, I closed that hatch, leaned forward, and rolled over on my left side, anticipating this wave to crash down on us.
Did it?
No.
What a fuck?
It would have probably been easier if it had. We went through the wave. We went through those waves.
Oh,
all
you
night.
cut right through it.
Yeah. And I don't know what the root dimension is on a wave that size, but I know with that first wave I had time to breathe. But when I got in that wave,
10-foot bear
you're
wave.
underwater so long, I know that there were spots on my lungs I could feel felt like they were starting to burn. And that burning would spread. And then
Well, that would be several seconds, maybe, 10, 15 seconds, 20
probably.
seconds? Oh, my God.
And then you'd break through the backside of that wave, and that 65-mile-an-hour wind would hit you at 34 degrees. And with me, the way I was dressed, it felt like my skin was being pulled off.
Again, you're in your BVDs.
Yeah.
Well, you're in your jockey shorts. You've got a Mae West on underneath your
Mae
pea
West.
coat.
Yep.
And that's it. And you're still barefoot.
Still barefoot.
Yeah!
Oh, my gosh.
Well,
So how many was that the only wave that hit you, or were there more?
No. After that wave, that carbide light went out, and
Yeah, do I want Patriti?
you couldn't see them coming then. And sometimes you
No,
go
wait,
through those
I
waves
want
without the
this,
benefit
isn't it?
of a breath of air. And once we'd break through the backside, the first thing you hear was everybody gasping for air and then screaming out in pain as this wind would hit you.
All right. Now, Art Stovak was in his pajamas.
Yeah.
How was he handling this?
Frame
Was
shift.
he?
Don't
He was basically in shock.
Ain't
I believe.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, you were in it. You
And like
dropped
I
out
said,
of your
there
fucking
was
head.
no conversation. I talked to John Cleary. He was laying in front of me. And I tried to get him to roll over onto his side and curl up in a ball and expose as little of his body as he could, because he was laying face down with his fist up by his face.
Dick
Oh,
up
my.
his ass.
And he told me, he says, if I don't make it, he said, tell Kathy I love her and I'm sorry.
Oh, my gosh.
And I says, we'll be all right. We're going to make it. And
course.
that's about the only conversation we really had then, but we were going through these heavy seas. And, you know, when you're in a situation like that, you go through what's called a loss of faith syndrome, where you either want to die right now or you want to be picked up right now, but it has to be right now. I know after several of those waves, I was hanging on to a steel bar to keep
Do I
from
want
getting
this?
washed overboard.
I'm
And
looking
after
for
several
these
waves,
pirates.
I would let go of that bar, and that wave would lift me up off the raft. But with the way the guys were placed around me, I couldn't get washed overboard. Charlie Farsbender was behind my knees, Art Stojak was behind my back, and John Cleary was laying right in front of me.
On the phone with me is Dennis Hale. When we come back, we're going to hear about Dennis's conversation with God.
What did
You can
God
only
say?
imagine this situation. You're freezing cold.
Stupid guy was dying. He thought
You
God
were
was
on a
talking
life
to
raft
him.
with no light. Waves are hitting you again and again and again. And there's 65-mile-an-hour winds to contend with. 29 men went into the water, and one man survived, and you are hearing his story tonight right here on 93 WIBC. Many times I get emails from listeners, and
Quebec.
I got an email over the weekend from somebody who lives up not too far from me, Lori Simmons. She and her husband Robert had been to the Shipwreck Museum in Michigan, and she was telling me about the book that she had purchased, and we're going to tell you how to find this book because you're going to have to read this book. But she
Fly
and her
with the
husband
lowest cruise
Robert
speed, and the
met
signal
the
will pop
author
up
Dennis
around you.
Hale, who
Okay.
is joining us here this evening on the
And
phone.
that's them pirates?
He was the sole survivor of the shipwreck of the Daniel J. Morrell on Lake Huron back in November of 1966. 29 men
Scan 'em.
were on board. Only one survived, and we are
Atticus.
learning the story of this harrowing adventure right now.
Look at all that
Dennis,
shit around there.
at one
Okay,
point
so there's like
in the story, as I was
hyperspace
reading, you
and
had this
super cruise or
very
something?
volatile relationship with God. And I mean no judgment whatsoever, but I would like you to share with us this
But you
sheer
was pretty
submission
guy.
point and then at times volatile anger that you had with God. Can you sort of take me through that?
Fucking
Well, you
God.
know, I prayed an awful lot. I did a lifetime of praying, and I prayed for my shipmates and I prayed for their families. For all I know, the other guys that were not on the raft had been picked up or survived or something. But I still prayed for everybody. And I was there that night, and then all of the next day, and the following night. And
No Space Super Cruise and
the
hyper.
last day I
went-
was out there.
okay.
You went through 2 sunrises with God.
That's right.
Yeah.
And talked to him. But that last day, I was 26. I never had to deal with death. I knew my shipmates had all passed away, and
They all
I looked at
passed away
John
in the
Cleary in
storm.
front of me, and he was encased in ice. His hands were all glassy looking, and
He turned to ice.
he was such a nice kid, just a young man, 20 years old.
He got froze up.
His life was taken from him. And, you know, with all the praying I did, I guess maybe I felt like this was the final insult. Why had God forsaken us like that? And I got up on my elbow and I shook my fist at the sky.
Damn
and told
you,
God! That, he could go to hell, and the Holy Family. I didn't need him.
And the Holy Family as well.
And then I laid down, and then
and the Holy Family.
I chipped the ice off his fingers.
Off of John Cleary's hands.
Yeah. And all the while thinking about what
Such
I had
an nice
and what I had
kid.
done.
Fuck.
And then I thought, well, maybe I was trying to get God's attention. I don't know. But I truly felt sorry for
This
what
is
I
like
had
a
said.
goddamn
And
autoequate.
I tried to make a joke out of it. I got back up on my elbow and shook my fist at the sky, and I said, and don't send your son. This is a man's job. And I laid back down kind of laughing, and I knew that somewhere in this frozen body I was still in there.
Art Stovek had passed at that point. John Cleary had passed. Had Fuzzy died at that point, too?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so there was...
How did he
I
not
want you
get
to tell the
froze up?
story of, I think it was John who passed first. He
Yeah.
was on his side, and you talked about foam. And share with me what that was about. I'm not sure I understood what that was about. When
He
you
went
talked
on the
about
ocean
foam.
to death.
It was about 4 o'clock that first afternoon. And
That's any fucking ladies.
when I happened to look at John, and
Guy makes
John
dad
was
joke
wearing
when
the
he's about to
sweatshirt and
die.
jeans. Art
Yeah.
was in pajamas, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I looked at John, and there was like a white foam coming out of his
Oh,
mouth.
the
That was,
peacoat
this was the
saved him,
first
maybe.
morning.
Right.
And I looked at John, there was a white foam coming out of his mouth, and I jabbed him. I said, John, I said, you okay, bud?
You all right, bud?
And he didn't respond. Well, I jabbed him several
This
times.
was in
and
Canada.
He didn't respond. Art Stojak was behind me. I took my elbow, and I jabbed him. And I said, Art, are you okay? And
Loser all
the
fucking
same
dead.
situation. He had passed away. And Charles Fassbender was curled up behind my legs, and I kicked him. I said, Fuzzy, I said, you hanging in there? He said, oh, yeah. He says, I'm still hanging in there.
Oh, boy.
And we talked briefly, but nothing much was said. And just, you know, what our chances are, how things happen, what time, you know, the ship went down and all that stuff. And then I went back to praying, as I'm sure. I asked him if he had been praying.
Some
He said, yeah.
Navy ass.
And then about 2 o'clock that afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Did Fuzzy give you any
You
instructions
should be
for
reading
his
these.
family? I know that.
No.
Okay, so the only one that
Can
had
I-
really given you any instructions
Oh,
was
shit.
John, or was
Wing
it
invites.
John Cleary.
Art? John Cleary.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
And,
that's how you read it. Okay, read it.
So it was 2 o'clock.
Yeah. And, well, 2
Shit, I
o'clock,
can't get in the same
I felt Fuzzy
instance.
moving around. He put one hand on my hip.
I don't know if I could go through
and
the
the
wedding.
other on the deck of the raft and boosted himself up and was looking around. And I was faced out to sea. I couldn't
They're
see
being
anything.
helpful. Join my wing.
And he
It's
said,
the
I
best.
can see land. He says,
Oh, is that like a clan?
I said, how close
Weak
are we?
signal
He says,
source.
we're
Okay,
quite
check out the
quite a
nav
distance
beacon,
away,
son.
but we seem to be drifting
Okay.
in that direction, you know.
Wait.
And he laid back down, and we talked a little bit about being home
Pirate.
for
Oh,
Christmas.
so I should have killed that guy.
You know, how nice
I still
it would
haven't
be to
written
be
my
in
vows. What can I
warm
say?
hospital.
They're
with
RPing.
nurses waiting on us and everything. And then we both were silent again.
This was on the morning of November
Oh, what is
29th.
this? Is he?
Yeah.
All right, so you had been
Super Cruise? I don't-
in the
Oh,
water
that just
maybe
shows
8
your
to 9,
party?
10 hours.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Could you see the land? Did you turn around to see the
No,
land?
I
or did
couldn't
you
see
stay?
the land from where I was laying down.
All right.
And then about 4 o'clock that afternoon, he did the same thing again and looked around. He said, well, he says, we're really close to land. He says, it won't be long before this raft will be hitting the bottom of the lake on the beach. And he didn't sound right, you know. And
That ain't
I
right.
said, are you okay? And he says, you know, he says, it feels like my lungs are filling up or something. I said, well, can't you cough it out? And he started coughing and he died. And he when he died, he fell with his arm around me. And
Can't you cough it
then
out?
for the
I'll
next 24
try.
hours, that was 13 hours after the ship
fuck.
went down.
Oh,
And
dude,
for
I
the
didn't know.
next
You didn't
24
have to.
hours,
You're
I was alone.
fucking dead.
And, you know, for a long time.
And then he died.
You know,
That
10 years ago, I
sucks.
couldn't have told you about that because I just,
IRP has a divorce
although I
marriage.
didn't kill him, I kind of felt like the instrument of his death by telling him to cough.
Yeah, no fuck.
But, you know, going to psychologists
on
and
the other
doctors, they said, well, you know, he was already dead. His lungs were freezing.
You went through a night by yourself. You'd already been through one night.
Yeah.
You had
Fly in the
awakened
sun.
in the morning, and you still had one companion with you. By that evening, Fuzzy had gone.
Yeah.
All right. Now you still had some flares. Did you take inventory of the flares you had left? How many flares did you have left at
At
this
that
point?
point, I had
More
4
birds.
left.
All right. When did you decide to fire off flares?
A little bit later that evening, after it got
I
dark,
put
I
them
saw some
inside me
lights
to keep
coming
them
from
warm.
on
Fire them
shore.
off in my throat.
And I didn't know if it was somebody. I didn't know if I was in farm country and somebody was out milking, or. if it was a house or what, you know. So I loaded the flare gun and I fired it off. And this time, when I fired
Okay, so
it,
he went near the shore. I missed
it broke right where breaches were.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Why?
When did you decide to fire off
Okay,
flares?
so
A little bit later that evening, after it got dark, I saw some lights coming from on shore.
oh yeah, okay.
And I didn't know if it was somebody. I didn't know if I was in farm
Oh,
country and
no.
somebody was out milking, or if it was a house
Might be
or
these
what.
cobbers.
So I loaded the flare gun and I fired it off. And this time, when I fired it, it broke right where breaches were.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He's an expert,
So,
though.
but what I did when it fell, it hit me in the head, and I picked it up, and it was hot. And I rubbed it with my hands and rubbed my hands all over my face, trying to keep it warm a little bit.
Was this guy in
Oh, what a
virus?
great idea.
And then I thought, well, maybe I can still get this to. Well, I started yelling, you know.
How far away could you, from the lights, could you estimate, or you a quarter mile, a half mile?
Just
How
start
far do you think you
barking
were?
until they rescue you.
Probably
Harmless.
less than a half mile, probably a little bit more than a quarter mile.
All right, and you're snatching every bit of heat from the
You're
barrel
snatch.
after you fire these sulfur flares.
FST.
And then I figured, well, I don't know, maybe if I load the barrel and hold it together,
Classy.
maybe I can make it fire. And so I fired off another one, the second one. And again, I yelled and screamed. And all I was looking for was just a flashlight coming through the woods. But,
Action.
nobody came.
So
Nobody.
you fired two, and that means you had two flares left.
Yeah.
Now, you started to have some, what I would call near-death experiences or afterlife
Paranormal!
experiences. And you
Describe
were
the
seeing
layout of the-
people, and
the
you were
boat.
seeing things. When we come back, we've only got about a half hour left. We're going to talk about your near-death experiences, who had joined you.
I fucking flew past.
The visits that you had from shipmates,
Yeah.
and then we'll get to the punchline just as quick as we can. You're listening to the story of Dennis Hale, the sole survivor of the Daniel J. Morrell. It went down November 29th, or November 28th.
Holding it down.
November 29th, 1966. And you're listening to 93 WIBC. 93 WIBC. My name's Denny Smith, along
So, it
with
could be
Dennis
this
Hale,
thing?
the sole survivor of a shipwreck of the Daniel J.
Why
Morrell.
did it go fast?
It took place in November of 1966. Dennis is joining us here this evening. Dennis, before we get to your near-death experiences, I want you to help our listeners
Flex,
understand
sexplex.
the bitterness of the cold. You had been at sea in tremendous
So these guys
wind.
are also in
your
cruise
shipmates who had
spa-
passed
there he
away
is.
had already found themselves encrusted in ice. What were the temperatures like on the life raft at that time?
They were 33, 34 degrees. And you have a difficulty moving because all the blood comes from your extremities and goes to your core to try and keep your vital organs warm.
Did they ever tell you how close to death you came?
Did I just lose them?
No, but I know how close I
No.
came. When they picked me up, my body temperature was 94 degrees.
Wedding barge.
But I was conscious, cognizant, and communicating with anybody that would talk to me.
I can't remember my old Boy Scout training. Doesn't your heart stop beating at 94 degrees?
Yeah.
You're lying.
So oh my goodness. All right, now tell me about the
Ghost of Mars 2.
near-death
feet.
experiences. You had several of these, and I'm not
'cause they're
going to
jumping out
spoil
of-
them all, but the one that touched me the most was the one with your shipmates. Can you share that one with us?
Yeah, well, I kind of have to start from the beginning there.
Right.
I know everybody's
Stop.
been in a place where like they've been in the mall and they could feel like somebody watching.
This guy's in
watching
his
them.
70s,
Right.
I think.
Well,
and
I
he's
was
very
eating ice off
well
my
collected.
collar, my
He's
peak
born-
coat. I had
yeah,
this
he's
feeling.
older
I
than
looked,
that.
there was a man there, a very strange-looking guy.
Oh, no, maybe not. He
His
was
hair
born in
was
1940.
white, wavy, almost to the point of being curly.
75. This
he
was
had real
maybe a year
bushy
ago, though.
eyebrows. His complexion was like skim milk used to be.
I ain't
white
going
with
back.
kind of a blue tinge to it.
What
and
we
he had
do
a very neatly
best.
trimmed mustache. And his eyes were very deep set and
Pizza.
forceful, and I'm not sure how he communicated with me, but he told me not to eat the ice off my coat.
Don't eat that.
And I laid down. I got off my elbow
Okay,
and
I
laid
wasn't
down.
gonna.
You were very, very thirsty at this point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had a rope that I was sucking water off from the flare gun, but somehow that became
You
misplaced
sucked
or
them
lost.
off.
Oh, that's what you called the lanyard. Now I know what it
Yeah,
was. Okay,
yeah.
I was reading about the lanyard, and I was trying to remember what you had that for. Okay, I got it.
And as soon as I laid back down, I found myself above the raft looking down on it. And there were dark clouds all around me, like black
Oh, yeah, you
clouds.
should sell it.
And the focal point was the
I don't know
raft
how to play
and
this
the
fucking
bodies of my
game.
shipmates and my own body on it. And
Okay, so like then you go into
I started
normal
spinning
space.
around real slow and being sucked backwards very slowly. And the further
Suck
I
me
got
from
away
behind,
from the raft
dude.
and everything, the faster my speed seemed to increase. And I can remember at one point turning
Oh, yeah,
around
so they're
and looking
also-
in the direction
yeah,
I
I
was being
getcha.
pulled.
We're both in
And
super
by this
cruise.
time, the clouds were all very bright
Oh,
white.
imagine.
And as I turned around, there was a bright light at the end of this tunnel of clouds, and all my whole demeanor changed. I wasn't concerned about
Okay, let's see
dying.
how
I
far.
wasn't concerned about living. I felt very happy, very relieved, and I felt very loved.
Pissed yourself?
And when I got to the end of this cloud, I took one step backwards and turned around, and I was in a very green field with flowers, colors like I've never seen before. And there was a man there that called me over to him, and he took my hands, and my whole life seemed to pass before me in my hands. And
Oh,
then he
this
told
is
me
the
I could cross over
hallucination
this
thing?
footbridge where family members were waiting. My mother, who I'd never met, was over there. And
Okay, just pay
my main
attention this
concern
time.
was with my shipmates. And I asked about them. They said they were at the bottom of the hill we were on.
We're
And I
back
went
at the
down
bottom
there,
of the
and the
ocean.
Morel was there. And I'm not sure how I was moving. I just don't know. And I went aboard the Morel, and all my shipmates were there, and it was just beautiful. Everybody was hugging and laughing, and some were crying with joy, and it
I'm so happy
was
we
just a
died,
very
dude.
beautiful thing.
That was
And somebody
fucked up.
said,
The
"Let's go
ship
to
blew
back
up,
of the
Dad.
boat and
Dad.
into the engine room where the rest of the crew should have been."
I fucking had no
And we
shoes
did. It
on,
was
dude.
the
My
same thing
foot
back there.
freezed.
And
Dad.
everybody was just so happy to see each other. Like I say, they were laughing, crying,
This
hugging.
kind of thing you hear in post-rock
And,
music. Yeah. Everyone
There
was
was an
laughing,
engineer
crying to see each
coming
other.
down off of a ladder, and he looked at me and he said, "Dennis," he says, "what are you doing here? It's not your time. You have to go back." And just briefly, I saw the eyes of my shipmates, and they were all very sad. And with that, I was pulled out of the engine room, back through the cloud, and back on the raft. And once again, thirst hit me. I didn't question any of this for some reason. I don't know why. Thirst hit me, and I called out to the man again. I called him Doc. I guess I felt like somehow he had ministered to me.
Doc was the man that pointed the finger at you and told you not to eat the ice off.
Don't
the
you
pizza.
eat that
was this
fucking
time that he
ice.
did that. He didn't do
Okay.
that the first time.
Okay.
But he pointed his finger at me, and he shook it, and he says, "I told you not to eat the ice off your collar. You're going to lower your body temperature, and you're going to die." Well, I laid back down and prayed and waited and waited, and I heard this noise, and I looked up, and it was a helicopter, and I waved to him, and I saw the helicopter land on the beach in the water. And two of the Coast Guardsmen got out and walked over towards
I was
me
eating
and
that
picked me
ice,
up.
Max.
I was laying on my right side, or my left side, and laid me on top of one of the bodies. And I started talking to them, and they were quite surprised that I was alive.
Oh, shit,
they
this
thought
one's
you were
alive.
dead.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, Dennis.
And they asked me if I had any injuries, and I told them I thought I had a couple broken ribs, and I knew I didn't. It was those steel pipes I was laying on, one in my
Tricked 'em.
armpit and one just
It was a
above my
prank,
knee.
bro.
And my hips were down in this hole. So they picked me up, and they carried me over to the helicopter and loaded me onto the
this it then?
helicopter.
Dennis, how big of a man are you? How tall are you?
At that time, I was about 6'1", and I weighed about 250. But most of my life I lifted weights, and I was in pretty decent shape.
On the phone with me is Dennis Hale. You
I
have
do lift,
heard
though,
the
so
harrowing
shipwreck
experience. He had
ain't
been at
shit.
sea on the Daniel J. Morel
can't
that went down
speak-
on the morning.
Oh, what's that?
At 2 o'clock in the morning on November 29th. We are now on November 30th. and
Oh,
he has
it's
been discovered,
Captain Alex.
by a helicopter. What happened after you got on the helicopter?
Well,
Is this what
I
it's
saw
called now?
as soon as they lifted off, I saw a thermos on a bulkhead, and I asked them for something to drink, and they said they couldn't give me anything until they got me to the hospital.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
What?
Okay, Lance
They were
Armstrong.
afraid you'd heave?
Well, yeah.
No
All right.
way.
And, exposure.
Yeah.
And they got me.
He's blue.
They took me to Harbor Beach, and I landed on one of the docks, and they loaded me into an ambulance, and they took
I
me
was
to the
getting
hospital.
gains on that water.
I talked to doctors.
I'm not
I
lost,
told them
just
my
couldn't
injuries.
have
They
been-
asked me about the broken ribs, and I
I don't
explained
know
that to them.
even what that
And
means.
while they were, I had a gash under my chin. They were stitching up, and my legs were pretty well numb.
The administered
all the way up to
medicinal pussy
mid-thigh,
too, man.
and
That's it.
they were wrapping my legs, and I saw the sheriff, a guy by the name of Bob Swackhammer.
Swag.
And I called him over, and I asked him to call my wife. And I gave him my phone number,
The sea sheriff.
and he took about 3 or 4 steps away. And I called him back, and I gave him my area code. All the time having conversation
Oh,
with
my
everybody.
gosh.
Yeah. And I talked to the doctor. There was Dr. Oaks Sr. and Dr. Oaks
Okay,
Jr.
so
took
then
care
I
of
want
me.
things like this.
Let me
'cause
read
that
this
could be a
report
guy,
to you real
right?
quick.
All right.
He was admitted to the hospital in Michigan at 4 p.m. on November 30th
Jelly,
with cold
harmless.
exposure and rectal body temperature of 94.6
Rectal.
degrees.
Instantly, they
His
put a
extremities
thermometer
and
in his
body were
ass.
cold, blotchy,
before-
and purple, but there was no actual
that-
frozen tissue. The patient was warmed up to 97.4 degrees in 90 minutes and in 5
Or
hours had a
less.
rebound temperature of 101. Now, you talked about watching yourself sweat. Can you share that with us? That
Squid
was the
Bob.
most amazing description I had ever heard in my life.
It was amazing for me. My left foot, I would get a cramp in the arch,
Daniel Day-Lewis.
and
done
the
it.
only thing
Oh, is
that
this
was
him?
to relieve that was if I pulled it up in towards my groin. And
Look at his
of
boat.
course, the first time I did
Keep
it, my
looking
feet
at
were
him.
sweaty, and I took the sheet and
looking
I
at
wiped
him.
it off. And
I'm
then I
gonna
happened to
nudge him
notice
with
as I
a
looked
little
down,
kiss.
I could see it sweating again. I could
Here I
see it
come.
making the sweat, and the sweat running down my foot.
Now,
I want to boop
before
you.
we go to the next break, I
Love
want you to
you.
tell the story.
That's it.
The priest
Just a
comes
quick
in,
one.
and something very strange. The priest gave you last rites after you'd been saved.
Yeah.
How did that affect you, Dennis?
He's booping me. Don't
Well,
love you. Can
know,
you
I
see
was
him in there?
doing
Is that a little man in there?
and although I made it, I knew I
It's
wasn't going to
waving at
die.
me.
But there's always that possibility that I could have had a heart attack through the night or a stroke or something, you know. So I
Begin the
he
dumpster.
came in and
Are you
gave
looking
me the
for
last
pirates?
rites. Of course, I had to have
Shit,
confession.
go to the nap. You can enter it like you would a
And after it
station.
was all over, I laid
Oh,
there
weird.
and thought about it for a while, and I called him back.
Found
and,
you, shit.
had
Trying to murder your
confession
head.
for a second
That'd be
time.
me.
And,
Don't. It takes me long to do
I had-
anything.
I
I'm
had confession
terrible
3
at
times that
games.
night.
Wow.
I think if
He's
I
going in
could
me.
run and
He's
make sure
going.
I-
Yeah, look. There's a little man in
I was
there.
holding on to-
Yeah,
That's
Dennis,
so good.
Hale
Look at
joins
that
me. When we come
dude.
back, we're going to
These
tell you
ships
how
are
you can
enormous,
find this
then.
book.
Goodness me.
Because there's only one way
Look
to
at that
find
little
this
man
book.
in
I
there.
got it, Dennis, and we're
This is
gonna
the
tell
best
people
game
how
I've
to
ever
get it, but
seen.
We're going to sort of wrap up this story because it is just so amazing. Folks, you've only heard 5% of the story. The other 95% is up
Unlock.
to you to sort of dig out. And when we come back, we'll finish our conversation with the sole survivor of the Daniel J. Morrell. My name's Denny Smith, along with Dennis Hale on 93 WIBC.
Denny Crane.
Well, my thanks to Lori Simmons,
Okay,
her
so it's-
husband Robert, for sending me this book. The
Now
name of the
we
book
can-
is Shipwrecked. It's written by Dennis Hale. Dennis, before we get too far along in this final segment, how do folks get a hold of this
Shut up,
book?
little
What's the
man.
best way to get the book?
Yeah, when they're both
well,
on
you
the
can reach
line
me
trying to get
online
the police
at
to arrest
Dennis
each
Hale,
other, it's so fucking good.
at Windstream.
Let's listen to that now.
2 words, .net.
All right, Dennis,
Oh, you're
DENNISHALE at
Yeah.
Windstream, but it's all slammed
Oh,
together
well,
there
it's
at
just-
windstream.net.
Ghost object.
All right, and so
Or you
Who's this?
can mail
Who's
a
this?
check. The book is $19.95
Mail a
plus
check.
$4 shipping and handling.
Paul
right.
Gazzard.
If you want to send a check for $23.95 to Dennis Hale, P.O. Box 104,
Who's that?
Rock Creek, Ohio,
all right.
44084.
Black Creek. Alaxel
And folks,
Chain
if you have trouble remembering this, just drop me an
Silas.
email. I will certainly get it to you. You know my email, Denny at WIBC.com.
And by all means, let me know how you want me to sign the book, to whom I personalize it and sign it.
Ah, Dennis, what
This
a cool
guy
guy.
is-
Hey, now listen, you've been on the Oprah Show, the Today Show, the History and Discovery channels.
Oh, yeah,
You've got
now
a big
we can-
event
it's-
coming. They're going
it's
back
safe.
out to the shipwreck site, are they not?
Yes.
And
I'm supposed to go out
Yes.
there with the History Channel next summer. And they're going to be diving and
Diving.
trying to get into my room and see if they can find any of my belongings there.
This was 45 years ago, Dennis.
Yeah. Well, you know, I had one of these little crocs.
That was
with a
45
rubber seal on the top that I kept my jewelry and change in.
At a cross.
Yeah?
If they could find that, that'd be great.
This was 45
tell me
years
about
ago.
you were
Dennis.
hungry, and when you finally got a chance to get something to eat, what was the first thing you were able to eat or drink?
Well, you know, I had a terrible craving for consomme,
Slammer.
something I really didn't care for.
Consomme, like a bouillon?
Yeah, like a beef bouillon.
Yeah?
And they eventually did bring me some beef bouillon, and I couldn't swallow it.
Was it because you were craving salt?
I have no idea. Just I wanted that, and I wanted orange juice. And
Give me some citrus.
I couldn't. It was like I forgot how to swallow. I couldn't swallow it.
How long were you at sea
How
in
long
these
were you really at
temperatures?
sea?
On the water,
On the water.
38 hours.
38 hours.
Is that the
University
actual
did,
beacon?
the University of Victoria did a study on hypothermia,
Right.
and they claim a person dressed as I was under those conditions could survive for 2.44
I got other news,
hours.
Elvis.
I was
Stay
up to
safe.
38.
Do you think it was your body mass? Are you a big guy? Were you heavy? Were you...
I was
Is
in
he
good
the
shape.
one?
You know, I lifted a lot of weights most of my
Thanks.
life.
Love you.
And I was in pretty good shape, but I think, you know, in reading my book, you learned that I lived a life of survival.
Yes, you did. And that book's name is Shipwrecked. We're talking to Dennis Hale, who was the only survivor of 29 shipmates that went into the water that night, November 29th, 1966. Dennis Hale was the only survivor of the wreck of the Daniel J. Morrell.
Okay, so should I just accelerate
what's
God got it in store for you? You know, what's the plan for Dennis?
Well, right now I'm waiting to hear from Ron Howard. I've also got a lady writing a screenplay in Chicago. I do an awful
didn't he do that Captain Williams
until December
movie?
How did I get you, man? Was that just dumb luck that I got you here for?
That was just dumb luck, really.
That's
I'm on the road an awful lot.
You had some wounds. I didn't realize that until I got farther into the book. When did you get you got some busted in the chin, and where else were you hurt? Was it your hands?
Well, I had some skin pulled off a couple fingers, and the frostbite. I had one frostbite blister on my left foot.
Had friends out there, yeah.
My injuries were nothing.
Where did you get busted in the chin? What happened with that? Do you know?
It must have been when I was thrown overboard. I must have hit something, and you know.
What am I doing? I don't know.
How bad of a gash was it? How many stitches did you take?
I think it took 4 stitches.
4 stitches.
I'm overheating. I went too close to the sun.
I've lost my little toe in the side of my foot. And just recently, this past year, I've had half of another toe taken off. And I've got a prosthesis in the great toe. And then on my right foot, I've had 1 surgery on 3 toes.
Does it all go back to the time of being so cold there for all those hours?
Oh, yeah.
38 hours total. And you're supposed to be able to make it 2.4.
Yep.
Well, if you think about it, with your shipmates, that may have been just about right. Now, did they figure in your size and your weight and your layers?
Well, at that time I weighed about 250, but I only had a 32-inch waist, 34-inch waist.
Wow.
I mean, I was in good shape.
Well, Dennis Hale, one more time, tell us how folks can find this book.
You can write me with a check for $23.95 at Dennis Hale, P.O. Box 104, Rock Creek, 2 words, Ohio. 44084, or contact me online at Dennis Hale.
Okay, so that's in. I just wanted to hear that. I think it was like 4 minutes in.
And I call you responsible for both of them. Being angry. If you got the nerve, you do it. You do it if you got the nerve.
Yeah, let's get some build up to this. I was swole as fuck, trust me. Yeah, why? Right when it was getting good, I'm not allowed to play anymore. Why does this always happen?
Yes, you did.
He died in September, that guy? Shit, Dennis did?
You're a liar. You've been drunk all your life. And you're drunk today. You're lying. Go ahead and call the police. We'll see what happens this time. We'll see what happens this time. With you calling the police. You go ahead and call them. Then do it.
Do it then.
The phone is there. What's wrong with you? Why don't you do it?
Oh shit, he did. Sucks.
You have to put your shoes on. Do you have to put your shoes on to call the cops?
Yeah, how old was he? Because he was collected as
really?
fuck. Probably the servers? Yeah, okay.
Oh man.
Damn.
I've had enough from you also.
I've had enough fun.
I did not stay drunk anywhere. I didn't stay drunk at the hospital. I did not stay drunk at the police
station. You had cancer?
And I call you responsible for both of them. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I am angry. There's not being drunk. There's being angry.
I'm not drunk. I'm angry.
Call them.
Oh yeah, what is Hardland?
Then do it. Do it. If you got the nerve, do it.
You were gonna write him a letter?
If you got the nerve, you do it.
Yeah, I like that
you
story.
Do it if you got the nerve.
Mind your own business.
Shut up, little man. Quit. You know how to call the police.
No, I don't. I never have.
No, I don't.
I'm sure you know. Anybody knows how to do the police.
Do the police.
Don't be a little child.
No, I'm serious. I never have, and
you dial operator if you want the police, or you dial 911. 911 gets you the cops.
Cherokee something.
Shut up, yo.
Yes.
Film grant, I don't know about that.
Huffman at 237 Street.
Is that this game making that song?
Peter Haskett, my roommate, was
Peter Haskett?
police station today, but he just got back and he was drunker in hell and late.
No, I am not drunker than hell.
I'm tipsy.
I know. I'm on the other phone, and he is
Yeah,
lying
fucking
when he
guy.
says I'm drunker than hell. I would like.
I'm on the other
Hoffman
phone.
Picked up as a nuisance to the community. 237 Street.
Why don't you pick up Raymond instead of
And my
Peter?
name is Peter Haskett. I want Raymond Hoffman picked up as a drunk and as a nuisance to my community.
I'm not drunk. Pick up Raymond.
237 Steiner
Take him away for the night.
23 Steiner Street, apartment number 3. Apartment 3. 5542.
Oh shit, this is like Cube
Peter
World.
Haskett. Now, I was taken over to Park Station because of Raymond Huffman. I also was taken to the hospital because of Raymond Huffman. And he is being a nuisance, and I want him declared a nuisance. I want him taken away for tonight.
Rude? Is that it? Yeah, how about that's it?
The two cops had to grab the...
He's drunker than hell. I'm not drunk, I'm angry. I want you to arrest Raymond. Where can I get weapons? Speaking of Smithy. Oh, yeah, take it. If you look, shut up, little man. Oh, and it's that. Armor. What are you? He's dead. He passed. He passed away. It's locked. Did he talk with James Dean? Yeah. I didn't. Everyone did not know who he was until this thing happened. And then everyone's saying this girl's fucking lying. And some people are like, why should she have to prove anything? What the fuck, Portal? Just, I'm fine never associating with anyone, because what if they say you raped them? Or what if you get raped and people don't believe you? Or what if they accuse you of rape and you didn't do it? More stories. Alan Smithy. Hardland. This is called Hardland. There were 2 planes flying around. Oh, stay away from this damn chicken. With Amazon.ca banners behind them. That looks like a pussy. That looks just like one. Is this okay? Carry. Throw it. Oh yeah, Dragon's Dog. Yeah, so what's with that? That Dark Arisen one? Shit. Chris Mask. Okay, what's your inventory like then? Quiz. Wooden sword. Sword. Now his career's probably ruined. Yeah, I wonder. Stupid owls? Look at the graphs. XP stamina armor 5. There you go. Use a spoon on him. Nazi the Crusher. Shoulder armor. Oh, he's fucking me up. That was delicious.
That looks like a pussy.
That looks like a pussy. Damn right. I know. Ah! Ah! Click to restart. So what? Can you climb that mountain? Timber and stone. Don't tempt me. You build a little village. Yeah, can I wear that? Is one a decorative and one's an actual? Can I equip corn? Pickle, corn. Oh, that's like your... Put your corn slot. You have a pickle slot. This place is cursed. Yeah, he's got his corn. They'd ask me how I'm employed. Charlie Sheen has HIV. How's the working out going? You still... Yeah, I think it's changing my life. Just feeling a lot better. I just saw a doctor and... Oh, sheath. About having a sleep whistle in my mouth. I'm gonna get my sleep whistle. Dump! Corn was delicious. Pick it up! This is just like Fable. You sound happier. That's fucked up. Keep it up. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I've been taking vitamins. I just feel a lot different ever since I did a doctor thing last week. I'll save you, milady. Perhaps the reward for... Oh, God, it's a dude! What are you doing? Get away from me. What was that? Ah! You fucking idiot. Yeah, that magnesium helps. Doing awesome, huge shits that you don't have to work for. I even had an erection yesterday again for a bit. It just stops by to visit you for a bit, and then it passes away. Okay, well, I died. How do I kill it? Yeah, this is single player, right? Load. There's only like one save, and it's your load. Carry it, yo! Bonerland. Whack him with a spoon, dude. 5. And then 1. Oh, you can't... What's that? Was that an onigiri I just saw? Oh shit, skeleton family. What's that over there? Will you help me? Don't! I thought you were gonna be nice to me. Yeah, I like Snowpiercer. People, to me, it was so quietly announced, and then someone was like, you should look at this movie. I didn't even realize that was Chris America until like 20 minutes in. You're a good actor when you can act out of you. I didn't even know that was Samuel Jackson. I thought... There you go. Just shut up. Just shut up and fight. M. Is there a quest? That's a huge tree with giant apples. Is this an iPhone game? Is Q anything? Oh yeah, RF. This is like Stalker. You can't even, can you? You can't even harvest things and make things. Yeah, they built a whole train and put it in a studio. And just had men jangle it around. That's fucked up. Oh yeah, you do get experience. Pick it up. I looked. Always, even if it doesn't.
Hey, asshole!
You're getting.
You wanna handle your shit? We're trying to do something here. Your phone is
MC
fucking with
Bolton.
the stream. It's been 6 months.
The Michael
How do you
Bolton?
not know by now?
Gosh, you don't have to be so upset. Ah! How far into early access is this? Cause should I even bother? I'm gonna kill your parent in front of you. Look at look at your child. This is like Realm of the Mad God, but yeah, good. Look, I killed your child. I like the graphics in this. Holy smoke. Yeah, you're fucked. You running now. You running now. You better back up. Should save this for a stream. This is a nice fight. Yeah, Dad. Throw it. There's your dad, idiot. Oh shit. This game's called Hardland. Health, very exotic drink. Curious Asian fusions. Asian delights. You can throw dads. Yeah, this is pretty good. Are you guys... What did... You cannon punch me. Someone's for sure behind me shooting. Nope. Is that just the sound I make? Oh! Philippe. Take your swing. Take your swing at me. Feel like you want to hit your old man? You take the first hit. What's your play? Make your play. Oh, where's my shield? Yo, what's your play? I'm too tired to lift it. Ugh! Can it go in there? Nasty crossbow. Oh, did I just sell it? Or something? Damage 100. Damage? Yeah, okay. And that one can go in there. What is he? You can't always use this? Command, you can take command of idle town guards. Yeah, you can't have the sword out with that. It's night. Oh shoot. Let's get that torch out. Can I shoot powers? Okay, are these like different? You can't do both. Yeah, you can. Stupid. Try me, asshole! Eat it. Have that wine. What? It broke a shoulder? Have some of that wine! The water bottle. Hide behind that thing. Yeah, you disrespecting that, huh? Ah, fuck! Okay. Let's go back to normal world. Way to Fortuna. Yeah, are you fucked up? Howdy, stranger. Steal. Steal from him. Sounds nice. I will teach you manners. $5 that's fucked up. I don't know about that. This is my merchantry hat. I drank some really looking good. Okay. Oh, can I? Yeah, command him. Dude, I am actually the captain of you though, so just kill me. Oh, now you run it! Now you run it! Yeah, now you're running. Where's the law now? Who you gonna cry to now? When I fuck. Okay, this time I'll observe the law. Hello. Have you been to sea? Yeah, my boat snapped in half and killed everyone. My friend got frozen. Merchant quest. Waypoint. Bert. Town of Fort. I'll save you, m'lady. These look like those puppets that were in that earthquake. Yeah, is that good? Where are you seeing what you got for? Knights of the Clover. It's all caps to. We've received information from the king is ill and dying. All knights will do our best. Make your way to Root Hall and make sure. Is this it? Evelyn. I married Anita last month. She's the love of my life. Gay! Holy shit, dude. She admits it. Yeah, I hope you're happy with your soulmate, idiot. Steal. Oh shit! Tomo boy. I got some fish. I would like to buy fish. Tell me about fish. Dave's my good friend. We do fishy business together. Tell me about the town, sucker. Some of them don't like me. Do I look scary? No. In fact, are you married to anyone or Anita? Mandarin. Cause I'd suck you. Mystery trader. Oh, what's that? You look like a real goblin. Many. Ah, it's expensive. It's used for digging. Can you dig in this? This better not be a game. Town. Okay. Why so lagging though? Where's the box? I'll find your hammer. Except, do you have that fishing rod? Yes, here it is. I finished it yesterday. Man, you look strong. I sure as hell am. I'm one of the strongest man. Cool. Do you know anyone's stronger than you? Fucking no. And if you find out, then not humans. Okay. Yeah, are you stronger than Domovoy? Why are you so scared of him? In Russian, Domovoy is a little man that lives in your house and cleans while you sleep. And all you need to do to maintain him is leave out leftover oatmeal. What are you doing down there? Randy? Do you want to trade? Fucking no. A witch tried to bake him into a cake. I got a pie for you, fatty. Larry the Drunk. Which one? Larry the Drunk? Larry Bastard is the last name. I'm Larry Bastard. Lawrence, do you want a drink? I got beer. Is there a way you can fast fuck at night? I'm terrified of spiders. Okay. Have you seen My Husband Peter? Okay. Do you know my dad? Ah! Microtransacted. Sick! This has got all the good things about games. Going into houses and taking whatever you want. Could have sworn there's an upstairs. Are you hiding those upstairs somewhere? I could beat the stairs out of you. Is there a save in this? I pressed F5. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, it loaded. You fucking idiot. You may not have the fire out if you're wearing a hat. Goblin Forest. So why was that portal out if it's so hard in there and it's so easy to go in the portal and get fucked up? Is it? Punish tendies. They don't know what to do at night. Yeah, I forgot. No shit. These are just villagers. Take his heart. A gowl. This is the Dark Souls of action fighters. How come that can't stay on you? You fucking idiot. Yeah, see? Oh, I'm almost gonna level. Forgotten Chris. So, Chris. Kill that sheep. Oh, you leveled off that sheep. Forgotten Chris. What does a level do? Does it So, Chris. Oh, I don't know about that. Nilbog. Look how small they are. Good. Means no crime was committed. It's lagging up. Extinguish. What you got over there? 100. Yeah, that's better. Fuck you! Interrupt them in the middle of morning prayer. It's lagging to fuck now. I had my shield up though. So, is that rain? Oh, is that rain? That's what you sound like. Is that rain? Yes! Bring him a gift. That shit for you, dog. Yeah, it worked! We fought the bird and lost to it, so... Why can you bring things with you? Ozure. Don't you kill me! Yeah, so you can't bust the ground. In Portuguese, it means shake your ass. Bring your ass onto the floor and bring it and shake it real fast. Bring your ass on the dance floor. In fact, let's solve it right now. In Portuguese, it means shake your ass. Rose out. Oh, they didn't know. Descending popos out. The genius started to shout by descending. Oh, in Portuguese it means. I want to see some titty. The cat. You cannot say stupider things faster than this, man.
Work that shit to the funky sound. Wanna see what I'm gonna hold. By descending vocals out.
A MIDI for this, that'd be so fucking good. Undo transformation. Oh yeah, quick save. It's not functional. Baby. Is that a good start? Get out of here!
I wanna see some popo sound.
Popo sow, popo sow. We Happy Few? Toyo yo thing on me. The game is turn the game, yeah, okay. What? So they're Toronto? Yeah, let's look at it. Just don't understand. We Happy Few. Oh yeah, I've seen this. Bring that Brazil booty on the flow. Cause the cat is coming right out of the no. Want to see that kitty and a little bit of titty, want to know where to go when I'm in your city. A Brazilian ass shaker of a song. Compulsion Games. Press kit. Back us now. And a drugged out dystopian English shitty. Want to know where to go when I'm in your city? Backer kit. Kickstarter. Ah, shit. You have to pretend that you're happy? Should be good at that. The downer. You get the game. So you get it now? Or is there like a beta of it? Or is it just in Kickstart? Composer. Because the cat is coming right out of the no. You can get it now, but you have to go through backer kit? Okay. DRM free. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Email. So if I do this, do I get it right away? That'll Kickstarter. What's your opinion on Keemstar? He seems like a fucking idiot, but that's like standard. Average person is a fucking idiot. Well, no, don't be mean. Just like maybe it's fine. Because the cat is coming right out of the no. The point was to die. If you're not a genius, then you're fucked up. I don't like you. Okay, well, I'll just look into this. For now, we fight. It's a symptom of when you talk like you're cool, but you're not. You're not even cool. You just think you are. James the Bowmaster. Do you speak Elvish? Ghouls are easy to kill because they're slow. How easy are they? What are you doing? Get away from me. Yo, I'm rich! Take his body too. I'm protein rich. You can hide in this bush. Oh, can I? And it might fool someone. I think you're talking shit. Will tomatoes fall out of it if... No? Who is it? Oh, you're converting. How do you do that? How do you do that? Them converts. Joeface just subscribed. He liked that shit talk of Keemstar. I'm hoping if I shit talk him, then he'll have me on his video program. Get out of here! Because the cat is coming right out of the no. Popo sao. Popo sao. Po. Okay. What if I... You let me kill one of your babies. You sucked. It's gonna be Night's End. Yeah, you prepared to deal with the white man at night? Your T levels are Yeah, do you just go through the song with each instrument and do it somehow? Because how do you do that? That's fucked up. There you go. You got a little waypoint. It doesn't show up anywhere. It just give V to V man with dreadlocks and black face. 4. Is that my thing? Shoot. Truth o'clock. If you don't like a thing, you shouldn't like it. There's people crying on Tumblr. Surprisingly. Someone's trying to make me feel bad on Tumblr. Why? When I've only ever been nice to you. He told me I'm not always right. Yo! Why did I level then if I'm ever wrong? Exactly. Loser? You're just nervous about your midterms. Forgotten Chris! Punished Chris! Converted me? Oh shit. Okay. Peasant cap. Oh, was he a civil? I don't care. Virus. There's a problem. So, Chris, I see you in the grave. Okay, get rid of that now. Okay. Oh shit, I missed it. Oh, what? Okay. That's what your voice sounds like. Okay, that's you. Okay, dude. My brain. KP. You could have. No, you did the right way. What did I do wrong then? Ah. 6 UV. Yep. K. Nope. I fucked something up. X. L? Perhaps it's an I. Perhaps it's an I. Hey, dude. Brazil. Why is this thing even playing? My symphony is complete.
Oh, wow! Thanks for all your money! You're so fucking unique!
Yeah, I'll sub to that. In Portuguese, I mean, shake your ass and bring. I love that it's so recognizable as that song. This is gonna be a secret amount or something. There's a chance to activate this. MIDI converter that just makes the song a bunch of pianos being destroyed. This is why there's no pianos in Portugal. Portuguese. Fuck. Popozão, popozão, po. Popozão. You can hear the voice screaming in pain. It makes an attempt to recognize the notes. Okay, so what should we do for this then? There's like a secret. It's just because it can't be too often. It's got to be like it happens, and normals don't know why that's happening. But it's very long and it's not stopping. Popozão, popozão. Oh, what is... Okay, let's get that game. Random number between 1 and 10 and 20 for 20. Yeah, I wish you can make it a random chance, but it fucks it up. Let's see. Cyber Monday deals. Oh, the thing is activated. My little coupon was deactivated for a thing, but now it's back. Did you not even do this right? Gosh, that's cinematic. Do 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 do, baby. I didn't mean to do that. Yes! Destroy the body. Oh yeah, I want to find that guy. What gave me a fishing stick? Then it fell down. Fell. Give me must first consecrate the awful. Bib Fortuna. Make it 77.34. If you donate more than $2, there's a chance you get the pianos. Yeah, see, they're shit at making it work. Ugly Gnome Quest. Okay, so add a variation. Piano. Variation condition. Even if you could combine these, if it's the largest the stream, but then yeah, sucks. I don't know. 11:23. I got that thing for you. Thanks, mate. Complete. 50 gold. It's way more profitable just to murder people. What is this place? Good to know. Something strange happened. Yeah, where are the weapons? I purchased my gear. Can you go get it? Do the quest again to get the fishing rod. Sounds good. But it fell off. Looking good, pal. Can't I... Now you done it. Fuck! You're dead. Yo, what's with this game? Easy, Jack, Bert. Are you guys evil? Yeah. So leveling just increases all your stats? They're fucking around in my grave. Swollen Champion. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna play that boxing game more. Gowl. Ah! That bush is in there. Mostly positive reviews for Ravenscry? That's fucked up. Ravenscry. Yeah, what is this shit? To lure people in when they don't even understand not to go in there. Okay. Oh yeah, what if you brought a man? Not him. Oh, is that channeling this guy? Welcome me, Bert. Fucking idiot. Hey, Bert. Okay. Oh, it's the helmet that makes a leg? Let's see. Yeah? No? No? Are you even swollen? I'm too tired to dodge. Shit. My palm's too hairy to hide. Yeah, get him! There's a race of forgotten Christophers trying to get their historical vengeance. Yeah, I did that to a different guy that he likes, Bet you're pretty mad, huh? Topware making their own reviews? Yeah, probably. Ah! Large treasure needs a large key. What do you do in this fucking game? Topware, please stopware. I thought that was a cinematic slowdown. I'm too tired. So what, they busted my cop hat? Stupid. You suck. You suck. What's going on here? What's going on here? I want cool weapons. That's not the guy. That's a drunk. He just stays awake all night. Smashing... Oh, shit. Drunk quests. Trade capital of the Western Province. Is this a quest? Oh yeah, she wants you to find Peter. My husband is Peter. I'm terrified of spiders. Yes. Stealer. Fire wizard! What are you looking at? Stay on my way, mortal. I don't have time to talk to you. Yeah, don't fuck with him. A fire wizard just living in a creek. I'm busy. I'm a fire wizard, as you can see. I'll find your hammer. Enchanted hammer. Can I buy anything? Do I have to fucking steal from you to buy a thing from you? It fell into a well nearby and he can't get it. Yeah, is this it? Get in. Star of wonder, star of might, of fright. Don't! You suck. Anal bleeding, not retreating. The fire goes in the water? You... Stay away. Sounds better off without you. I like that guy in Skyrim who was living under some vineyard or something like that, and he left a little journal that said he was abandoned in his youth and he was... What's that? I want to be a vampire! I'm alive, thank you. Matilda. Yo! Anyway, he hid from society underground and he trained rats to be his army, and one day he's gonna go and get his revenge. And you just like breeze through that fucking basement and beat the shit out of him and kill like 3 rats. And then you find the thing about how he was so hurt by the world, and he was fucked up, and he's finally gonna get his vengeance. That's it. I like Men in Pain, because a lot of it was him crying about his pain. I'm gonna put a dick in that thing. Well, I got your thing. Can I buy swords from you yet, or what? You fucking... Come here. You can hide in this bush. Come here. Go to the top of the hill and then find them. Damn, you're hot. Oh, what? He's got that letter in his hand. Yeah, I can... Will this get knocked? No. Oh. What's this? What's this? Look at him! Don't you kind of want to fight that guy? Don't you kind of want to fight this guy, though? Get some racial tensions going. Tell me. I've never bought anything. I'm old Toby. I will... Yeah, you sure will, won't you? This thing legs like a moth fucker. There you go. Oh, that improves it, alright. I'll find your hammer. I found it. Okay. Can I, like... Man, you look strong. Can I buy shit from you? Repair. I don't know. I think we're good here. This is lagging like a fuck house. Yeah, burp it up. Bless you. Thank you. Soul went back in me. Lord. A city of snow. Yeah, how... Timo. Sampo. Any Kevin McLeods in this? Powers suck. I should probably stop soon. Oh God! I want to get killed. Oh yeah, we're gonna play this thing. We happy few. How do you get it? You don't get it, do you? You just don't get it. I was tricked. Where can I download it? You can do so here. Yo, you were tricked. Fucking internet. So you sound like... That's you, dude. So... Hard land. Baby. Do, do, do. I can hear his voice. It's like he's in a chamber and the bottom of his body is being ground up, slowly going all the way up to his head, and he's got to sing while he dies. True Asper. Oh yeah, let's play this one. You kill it. 420! I like listening to music with my internet friends. I can't stop shaking my ass, please. It's a Brazilian booty shaker, dude. Units. I like games where you can level up. Friends, was that? Eric, was that the Tongue Drunk? Brawler? Octodad? Ghost Raid? Gun. No, I just... Will you guys just shut up? You guys just show up on your own? Spawn at... Oh, okay. Yeah, I want that. You're my dad. You're my dad. Hope you win the fight. Yeah, okay. I'm drunk. Oh, shit. You're my dad. You're my dad. Oh, is this even showing up? Yeah? You're my dad. You're my dad. Story mode. Oh, so I fucked? By a dad. Choose party. What? I don't know. A blue hair. Yeah, we'll take one breast. That's what you're like? Oh yeah, because then these people follow you around, right? I don't know, I played this once and they complained. But I can level up and it's so... LT. More like QT. Oh yeah, you play music for your... Yeah, get your girlfriend up. Can I hit him? I really fucking play this game. I spent my money on a girlfriend instead of... Fuck. A whacker. You got 30 souls. Yeah, she's the original SJ Dub. How come I was able to... What? Let's fight. Fight him. I can zoom in. Take it. Oh, there's... Yeah, you were looking at the wrong thing. Fuck. It needs crystals? Then what's the gold? Was that though? I don't know how to fucking play a video game I've ever seen. Oh, there's one guy over. Your thing's almost dead, you fucking idiot. Your one quest in this is to make sure they don't shoot that, and look what happened. A second girlfriend. You got hit. I'll hit you. She died. Dungeon crawler. Yeah, I like that game. It's fucked up. Why can't I summon these men? Where's my crystals? Give more shield. See those splines. I don't care. Oh, at the cost of her own life? Sick. I'm getting fucked up. I lost. It's like, what? Explain you. Awesome feet. This is almost as good as Frederick. Life cooldown. Oh shit, you can. Oh shit, you can. There you go. You got 6 musics and 40 jails. JOs. Make it go fast. Oh yeah, that's your music points. I got you. Shit. This is a cool MOBA. Hey, you wanna play a MOBA with me? Eat. Get that fish. Get that fish. Chud Westerson. How do you get Jesus crystals? Yeah, those are 10 Jesuses. I don't understand how to look at a computer. That's the girl from Tim Buckley. Punk girl. Well, often an artist will take references for their art. Not surprised you fucking don't understand that. You'll never create art. They got confused by my song. Oh, is it like folk alternative? Or? It's ironically bad. Shoot him! What's your bacon sale? Okay, like, I should be using this more, right? And then they hurt him? I'll bite your excrement. Excrement! They're already inside the castle! Cool. Morning. You wake up in the morning and you find that you let a person from a band come home with you. Never, if it's someone who likes music, no, don't have sex with them. Only have sex with people who aren't talented. Get up! Go fast. Good. You can only have 3 girlfriends. Whip shit at him. This game is a piece of shit. I'd play this on the toilet for sure. Is iPads any good? Why would you? But it's hard to play some games on just a little phone. Just bring a computer in there. No! If you get touched once, you die? Fuck my ass. Inspiration, what's that? Start with more notes. Oh, what is it? Kick more scroll. It's... Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Picking up gold so you don't have to. Oh, shit. Does he pick up chicks, too? Song of Speed. Not really. Can I okay. Try to fight me. Try to fight me, Sugar Cube. Alright, get rid of that ninja. When he plays it. Oh, so if you can just... Oh, it's just always gone, I guess, yeah. Shoot him. Is he throwing money at him? Stand in the puke. Can he hit him or what? Yeah, fuck. The cat gets it. Oh, I had a dream. I went to Mexico for a bit and I was trying to get back into America, and you could bypass all the immigration shit and customs if you could shoot this fucking loon. And then I did it. And then they're like, that was fucking amazing. And they started making a movie about it. Like, in the 70s. And there's all these celebrations and, like, diplomat celebrations of it. Oh, yeah, I get 2 of those. Yeah, but the loon was like this big raccoon. Oh, now we're fucking. Like a Twitter person? Yeah, an unstable. '70s porn stash. There's people there like that. Get him! Doodle-doodle. Level up. Your man's level. I like that. Hey. This game seems like an addictive piece of shit. It's no hard land, I tell you what. Can't even pick up these bodies and cut people's throats in their own homes. Oh yeah, we should listen to stories. A guy had his throat cut, and that was fine. Yeah! Fight him! Ah, Zim notes. An auto-tune. Oh, an auto-tune sword, I thought I read. I can move that guy. Oh, there you go. I knew it. Yeah, fuck. You wanted a line drawing. Oh, just fuck him up real close. You're terrifying me. Cat! You never get out of the way, do you? You can't scar off a bird with your fist. You can't spook them? No, don't. It goes faster. Send them to college. Drop rate. Make them smell better. Bread. Golden Absolute. Yeah, just save all your money for it. How do you get it then? Survival mode. Ectoplasm machine gun. Yeah, how do you get it? It don't say. I can't call it. Oh shit, I want that. Perhaps I'll save my money. I'll fight any bird that's thrown at me and win. Yeah, those. I don't want no girlfriend. Don't want a short dick man. But bread. gamers are dead. Now, oh. Yeah, well, those are the good ones anyway. I hope that Spock gets killed. He's shit. Yeah, get all those crisps. There's a ghost there. Village ghost is even past. Until the bird gets under my stomping feet, and whose fault is that? Yeah, there is this goose nest at this movie theater, and if you go around the corner, there's a fucking hissing goose at you. People got fucked up by it. They tried to go near it and thought it was friendly, and it's not like, oh yeah, I'll kind of see what this person's doing, and maybe I'll let him get near. If the fucking goose sees you, it'll run at you and fuck you up. It's got serrated goose daggers. Oh yeah, the cat does it. Replace sex pad? No, just thought it'd be funny. Well, yeah, and he also got demodded in Cool Hole. Doesn't he always put fucking shit no one ever wants to watch in Cool Hole? That's also very long. No crime was committed. Yoda let geese. You should use your song more. Yes, yes. Yep. No crime was committed. Give me money for killing. Lost a fight to a bird and that was his punishment. Pick up your bacon. Plus 25%. Get him! Oh yeah, I guess he would have got it. Don't kill any of my brothers, you fucking idiot. Oh yeah, put more shields. Good. Brutal Legend except worse. Yeah, people said Brutal Legend was good, and I tried to like it, but holy fuck, dude. Yeah, do him. Brutal Legend is shit, the worst shit. Yeah, Jack Black was really good like 15 years ago. And then he just did the same thing. And he's always in movies and he's always gotta sing for a bit. Yeah, I'm so damn singing. Kill ass! Detonate in asshole. I'll have way girlfriends after this. What other shit do you hate? You gonna charge out there? Charging up! As long as you get hurt and I don't get hurt, that's cool. You're vulgar. Oh yeah, I guess you should be used now. You're almost dead, look out! You're almost dead, look out! All what? All of you. That looked like a thing. You fucked it! Eat my scrimp. Oh, you can almost get that. Town. College. Oh yeah, you wanted. Oh, you can almost get it. Crack my knee. It's $100 only, so back in. Now what'll you do? The laugh piano? Okay. Can you post it in? Can you post it again? I want to look at it on this computer. What are we saying? Marcus Beer talking against Steven Totilo? Okay, turn this down. What the hell is this? someone is trying to. Some lounge pianist is fucking playing to a fat person singing. Shit. Holy shit. Help! Help! Holy shit, friend. You just... It's a MIDI of that? Of a laugh, and it makes it a song? That was pretty nice. Yeah, did you... Oh yeah, okay, I'll... Brace for hell. There's always the thing going on. Kotaku announces blacklisting by game developers. Okay, dude. Maybe we'll cool hold that sometime. That's like 13 minutes. Check Twitter, fatty. For what? All what? I found this was birthed. Use yeah, okay, I see. There's people, you shouldn't, people are nice, I don't like that. I meant it as a laugh at you thing, not a feel bad for you thing. You fucking idiots were nice. I stopped breathing due to a fat throat like 51 times per hour. That was the result of my sleep clinic thing. The normal person can do like 5 times per hour when they're asleep. They kind of stop breathing a bit, but my fat throat, it's like almost every minute my throat gets fat. So what of it? Song of Attack, does that get good? Does that get good? When are you gonna get good? Absorb a large portion? Damage absorb? Like what? Absorb like what? Lick more scrotes. You are a scrotum. Moon. Okay. Stop eating Berg when you sleep. It'll be fine. I can get a machine. I was gonna go get my sleeping machine, but I had to poop pretty bad, so I came home. An allergy? No, it's just fat. Well, I think it's just if anyone in my family has it. My dad snores very loud, so I think there's a genetic part and also being a very fat throat part. Sulfa allergy? Me too! I only had to react. Me too! I don't know if I'm allergic to it, but a doctor once was like, oh yeah, he's probably allergic to it. When I was a babe. A good poop machine and breathing machine. You've become so lazy that you refuse to... Yeah. Well, when I suck, yeah, I can do like a mouth and tongue suck, and also deep in my throat can kind of grip your dick a bit. There's more pressure in there because it's just closing up on your dick, so it's like, it's ribbed in there. Get on that dick, get on that dick. You should be going up there to pick up their little crisps. Shoot you with a sulfa pill. Let's get one of these guys, I guess. Oh yeah, I can have an additional party. Isn't it? It's like that Astoria thing, but different enough. Sulfur. Oh, music. Oh, I see. Yeah, shooters. My laughter. Yeah, that fucking song. We should. Okay. What should. Suppose we put that as a howl. What would you put for that? Just a lot of different secret numbers? Oh. There were nights when the wind was so cold. Yeah, just get all these cheap fucking. Oh, you fucked it. $4. So fucking Halloween mode off. Yeah, I wish you could do more things in Twitch alerts. Program more gambits. Covered the American McGee, Lee Alexander. Yeah. She's like, I used to like you. I don't think anyone can be shamed by Lee Alexander. I used to like you. What happened? That's probably a sign that you're on the right track. She does that thing when she's losing an argument, like the cop out of like, well, I don't care, like, go away. That was what happened when the person was like, okay, so you like this punch Donald Trump in the face game, but punch Anita in the face game is man sin. I want you to go get hit by bus. Instead of being like, yeah, I kind of fucked up. She had some talk in Toronto like 8 years ago or something, and she's talking about her site being named Sexy Video Batman! We knock butter. Don't look at it, don't look at it! Oh, you should start from the starting. Now we hear. Her site was called Sexy Video Game Land, and she's like, I just mean like sexy, like trendy. It's not like a gendered thing or like a buzzword thing. It's just, what's that? Okay. And I got a lot of men who are like, well, it doesn't mean that. And I explain that to them, and they're like, well, the sexy, you're just trying to whatever. And she's like, and those people just go away. It's cause you're wrong, Lee! It's cause you're wrong, Lee. I have more Twitter followers than you. That's a good one. Yeah, how can she be so fucked up? I read her book. It's cause she thinks she's an internet pioneer and internet belongs to her cause she was there first. And men come up and they're like, internet belongs to me cause I was here first. And she's like, no, it belongs to me cause I was here first. Okay. This free speech shit is absolutely not your fight. Imagine gatekeeping things that hard. No, don't! I think her tweets need to be hung in an art museum. Oh yeah, yeah, some people got shot out of Planned Parenthood thing, and they're fucking crying about this volleyball shit, so... Wow, get a life, nerd boys. Go back to your basements. What a hateful dame. You thought she was a man? Like facially, or? Oh yeah, can't you? Oh yeah, can't. Oh, we're shit. Always just go back to the early ones and grind it. Hatekeeper. Yeah, that. You're not like a nice person trying to make nice progress. Sometimes progress ain't nice. You're just a really hateful, insecure, small person. And like drunk a lot. It's not even a joke how drunk she is. She had like a oh god. A postpartum about her book sale on her birthday, and she's like, I did get drunk. It seems like people supported me just because they felt bad for me, not because I'm good. I don't want that. I tried to smoke a grenade. There's a Call of Duty game with Kiefer Sutherland in it, and he keeps screaming smoke. I hate the fact that I smoked for 6 years. Sucks. Did you eat anything? Can you taste anything? Do you just put salt on things? I know someone who smokes and they put salt. I don't feel like ever using my little songs. Is that wrong? All my friends were huffing cigarettes, spending all this money on packs, and I tried it and it was just a smoke stick. Yeah, I smoked a thing. My friend's like, you should really get into smoking. I smoke at work. He worked at Wonderland, and he's like, smoking is just so cool. And like, you go on a smoke break and just like smoke and just like talk. So I smoked, like, there's something different that I'm not getting, and I smoked it, and I just felt sick right away. Like, yeah, it does that. You get used to it. I wanted to spend like $20 a day on putting a fire on my mouth. Come in here. Come in here. Swim a lot every day? That's fucked up. You're probably healthy. That's fucked up. You should probably smoke more. Don't. Just smoke. An 855 number is calling me right now. Is it Rogers again? Would you like to update your plan to a... No! That's what my ring sounds like. Gotta put the gobble on it. Nope, we fucked you. So gotta put that Steve piano in there as my ringtone. Sure, I'm having a nice time in here. Oh yeah, you should check the village. Smoking weed. Smoke-a-wanna. Imagine this was multiplayer and you could fuck each other up. Yeah, it's weird that everyone is pretty much addicted to at least one thing. Mine's being best. If you don't smoke, you still probably do a thing. Fucking guy, quit it. Fucking guy, quit it. I'm addicted to websites with the hell off. I had the best cardio when smoking pot every day. Yeah, I went back to the early levels to get strong. I was getting fucked up. That's why. Oh shit. Pure leadership. Sneak vape. What, you chose to try to help people? Fucked up. A lot of martial arts get high before they train. I'm addicted to being a reactive asshole to everything. Sam. It's $30 in Virginia for like what? How many cigarettes do you get? 20? So when someone wants to bum a fag off you, it's not just like, oh yeah, these are nothing. Yeah, this one is $8 if you want to buy it off me, you stupid idiot. I won't give you it for free. That's like a month of butts? 10? Okay, what are we saying? This it's $30 for 10 cigarettes. They're saying this guy's good. Bummer frog. Yeah, keep being addicted to giving me money. That's a healthy. It's just a habit, actually. Habits are fine. It's habit forming. I don't want you to get any habits. Shoot. $30 for 10 packs of 10. So 900 cigarettes. Cigarette. Oh yeah, you pay for them. Oh shit, is this a new one? Pay for them out the ass up in the soup. One time I was near the zoo and I stopped at a restaurant and a rest stop and a restaurant, and a guy was sitting in the restaurant and he's just like, I just hauled truck for 18 hours. And I didn't realize he was talking to me. He just like wants to say a thing. Like, man, I'm tired. Sure takes a lot out of you. Just, like, are you talking to me? You're kind of like to the side and behind me. You just want to talk about how much you trucked? I'd prefer to always be alone, thank you. Don't initiate conversation with me. One time a guy talked to me. And it was literally rape. He rolls spliffs. Yeah, look how much money I got though, stupid. Tried to smoke before those self-rolled cigarettes. Alcohol's the best. How much money you got? Are you rich? How much money do you got? Oh, you almost were able to get it. Song of Attack. Body spray. I don't know. Are you rich? I don't like. Don't talk to me. Don't come near me. You're ugly. More notes. Yeah, maybe. Maybe if you made your units good. Oh, that's why he's good. He's scared of crowds. What? Anything else cheap? Okay, stop doing that! Yeah, yeah, specifically that. Oh, I'm tired. Oh yeah? Did you work a lot? Yeah, I was working like 18 hours, dude. I work at this. Okay. I know that you could clearly see that I'm the type that hates himself, so by default others. Want me to humor you, eh? Indirect thing? I know it. Yeah, parents talk at you. If your friends are over, your parents will use that to talk at you about things. Yeah, he's been sleeping a lot lately. Don't know what's going on with that. Hope he's okay. Please laugh at my jokes. Oh, I don't know. I'll go check. He's living in that pigsty, so I don't know. Just say it! Mom! Kill it, kill it. I need to know I'm funny while I put my groceries on the belt. Oh, they killed it already, you fucking idiot. Too busy complaining about mommy. Mummy. I wish I could smoke right now. Oh, it's raining. I will not smoke. He spent a lot of time in his room with the door locked. Oh yeah, get these blackies. emotional stream today. Get him! Throw shit at him. You should have just used them archers. Did your mother let you do that at your house? You should have got those women. I told you about those women. Oh yeah. Perfect my hats. That's bullshit. You know it. Open a can of little fish oil? Oh, fish in oil. Push my can of fish. Those are... Yeah, I've been reflecting upon that lately. You have caviar and fishes. You pushed my little fish off the balcony, you fucking idiot. Was it fish, assholes? They start a conversation with a sigh? So, back here again, right? What's my day been like, right? Okay. Human interaction, leave. No. Exactly that? Oh shit. Yeah, I'm glad I have sequestered myself. One day, hopefully, my throat will close for good soon. Just do LSD and listen to white girls talk about ghost stories. I confused ya. Yeah, let's get some white girls going. No, I gotta stop soon. I want to work on a video. Do you hear what you just said? Say you want to these people, alright? But don't bullshit me. Just stop watching it. Been burned too many times. Yeah, exactly. They said fucking Walking Dead was good. They said, well, Breaking Bad was good, and then they thought they were art or something. People said Mad Men was so supreme, and it's fucking boring as shit. A guy got his foot cut off, and that was the only good part. Oh yeah, and also when the guy grabbed that girl's vagina, that was good. A vulve glove. They were making fun of a fat woman, and they wanted an apology, and then they weren't gonna do it. You want to drink sodas and jerk off while you take a shit. Do not lie to us. Take a shit to us. Don't! '24 was good, yeah. It was, it didn't really talk down to you and try to hide it. It knew a lot of things were just like, yeah, we fucking picked up some radio chatter. It absolutely talked down to people, you fucking idiot. We picked up some radio chatter. We have no leads. The bad guys are gonna get away. Oh no, actually we picked up a lot of radio chatter around the reservoir, so we're probably gonna find those criminals there. Let's go. And then they find her. Yeah, but that was good though. It was 24 was so fucking good. Jack Bauer would always scream, "God damn it!" Tried to watch Mad Men. Sorry, good shit. Yeah, what the fuck? How? Everyone, if you think you're normal, explain it. Maybe I shut up, Grant. I don't want that. To get a defender on the roof. Key for torture. Yeah, he cut a guy's head off once, and he's like, "This is how it's got to be if we don't want to fucking lose." Some guy was part of a gang, and he was serving some prison sentence, and some guy wanted him dead. He's like, "Okay, we'll fucking do it then." Didn't he cut a guy's head off? He wanted. Yeah, he did. There was gonna be a 24 movie. Get him close. You may not like my methods, but yeah. Anyone who tries to help Jack Bauer always gets fucking murdered too. In the first season, there was a cop who was helping him, and she got... Oh, fuck! When he was in the prison, the prisoners took over, and they're making guards play Russian roulette, and then they're sitting at some table, and they're like, "Okay, guard, do it!" And he's like, "I fucking got a family, I ain't gonna do it." And Jack Bauer's like, "Let me talk to this guy," and he pulls him aside. He's like, "You might have a chance. If we try to fucking beat them up now, we can maybe do it, but we'll get killed. But you have a better chance doing this Russian roulette and just shooting your brain than that." And he's like, "Okay, Jack Bauer, I'll fucking do it." And then he sits down and instantly blows his head off. And Jack Bauer is like, "God damn it." What a good show. A villain from 24 has the same name as a villain from Resident Evil 4. Ramon Salazar. Why? Oh, you can't upgrade those. Budget, Jeffrey Rush. Yeah, I get it. A guy flew off the plane with the bomb and a fucking nuke went off. Yeah. He killed a Mexican fellow and told the president he needed to saw. I need to cut his head off. Yeah, that. Was not Batman. Was it? It happened in 24. One time, fucking Jack Bauer got addicted to heroin, and he had the tremors. It's like it's gonna be hard to go straight again after that. I was in deep cover, and they're like, "We understand, Jack. Sometimes you gotta do shit to convince him." And then like, "Well, Jack, you fucking did it, and then you didn't tell anyone. You're still, like, addicted as fuck to heroin. Also, you didn't have to get addicted to heroin, we decided." I wish Mad Men was condensed into, like, 3 episodes, because they're fucked. I wish for man. Nina was fucking German. Yeah, it always turned out that Nina Freeman, even Nina Harper? Nina Myers. Who's Nina Harper? Nina Myers was always behind the fucking crook deal after that. You're not gonna like who's running this up, Jack. Turns out Nina was involved with these terrorists too. For fucking no reason. One time the bad guys are like, "If you're a crook, kill your friend Curtis that you're with," and Curtis is like, "Fucking Jack, I know you gotta do it." And then Jack is like, "Alright, get up against the rails," and then he shot him. One time Jack got sent to China in a prison for like 3 years. Jack Bauer does a lot of cool mysteries. Get strong, get strong. Shot a guy and dressed up as his dead body? Yeah, at the end of a season, they're like, "We won, but Jack got trapped." Oh yeah, because they went into a Chinese embassy and killed a guy or something. Didn't he go to Africa? Yeah, wasn't there a movie or something? Or was that... I didn't see the later... His brother got involved and then his dad was evil too? They always pretend it's the Arabs who are doing crimes, and then it turns out to be a Russian guy, and then it turns out to be Nina Myers or his brother or his dad. His dad has an evil company that Jack Bauer didn't know about. World War Z. There's a fucking hilarious part in that film. They have the specialist who's gonna solve the crime, and then it was cool. You should watch it. He's the only chance we got. There ain't gonna be an Earth to come home to. My name is Ahmed. Harold and Kumar got angry at some whites. One time, some whites were part of the terrorists. One time, Jack Bauer had to look like he was murdering this guy's kid, but they just used digital internet to make it look like they did it. Oh yeah, I like the president. He tricked a girl. A girl was like, I want to have sex with you, and I won't tell your wife. And he's like, okay, well meet me in this room later and we'll do that. And then he's like, he meets her and he's like, I'm so disappointed that you tried to trick me. Obviously I knew you were a trick. Get the fuck out of here. Ahmed. My name's not Ahmed. It's Ahmed. Yeah, everything good happened in 24. They've covered literally every territory that storytelling can. There's nothing you can do with it. The president's wife was trying to trick the president so much, and then he always knew about it. He'd pretend he's getting tricked, or they'd tell him about being tricked, and he's like, okay, I won't let her trick me then. Fuck! Then he's had some strong words with his wife, yeah! I know, you sent that poor girl in there to fuck me. We're not divorced, but I'm very disappointed. I know you sent that pussy my way, yeah! Every territory, yeah. Cripe. His daughter got kidnapped, and then she worked for the counter-terrorists. Oh yeah, and then that guy who's a
Charcuterie.
a death knell for any production he's part of was part of the counter-terrorists. Janine Garofalo was in there. 24 has done everything. All-state guy was the president, yeah. I like that Aaron guy, he was noble. Didn't the lady president's husband choke slam a guy through the floor or something, going in a coma for the rest of the season? Oh yeah, there was a woman president later, wasn't there? She wanted to party with some dumb bros, and then they're somehow terrorists. Yeah, I don't got a good feeling about this. Nah, it's cool. I know these guys. I would love an abridged version of 24 and watch that in Cool Hole. There's so much 24 to just watch normal. Now I just want to watch 24. Yeah, and then events started not happening in real time. Just kind of. But in the early days, they did exactly real time. Well, yeah, they did. Got kidnapped by... Yeah, the guy from... Was it the guy from Jag or something? No, it's, Yeah, is it Jag? He's from some other thing. He pretended to be a concerned dad, but he was really a crook. Try to fuck me up. Shoot him! Ahmed's dad was probably a nuke exploded? I don't know. How about he died here? One time, Samwise Gamgee had to save the counter-terrorists by going out into the poison, and he turned the poison off, and then he died. That fucking happened in 24. Shit. Jack takes a nap? He should just get very tired. He shouldn't just have energy. He should have to do... The counter-terrorists give him... Oh, I died? They give him medicinal heroin to fuck him up. And keep going. Dad sacrificed himself in the plane? I'm trained to resist torture. You're not trained for me. Nina straight up killed a bitch. Let's see. After distracting him with a gay soul patch and helps wrong video. Oh yeah, one time that Dominic got a drill through his back, and then they rescued him, and like 20 minutes later he just went back to back to CTU and was hacking computers. They tortured him. The guy from fucking Little Mosque on the Prairie was in that, and he was someone's boyfriend. Tell me one thing 24 has not done, and you're wrong. I bet there's some underwater stuff. I bet there's space stuff. There's a desert thing. Every terrain they went to. Subway, mall. Oh, he just naps for a bit, and then... Yeah, that's pretty good. I'd believe that. Game of Thrones is a little bitch. Yeah. C2 gas attack. Yeah, Jack Bauer's like, Samwise, you gotta be the one to go out there and fucking defuse the gas. But I swear to God, if I could do it, I would, but I can't, so you have to do it. And then he's like, fuck, and I guess you tricked me into dying, then I'll do it. How are they doing that? I guess I'll upgrade my stupid palace. Fucking crime geist. You can't. Okay, start from the start. You didn't have to do that. His wife getting amnesia? I don't remember that, but I do remember her fucking getting killed off screen and then just like, fucking Nina, you done my wife! She's just dead and Jack's like, fucking, who did this? Nina did it. What a dog. Play a worse game. Someone's cutting the grass, cutting the snow out there. Okay, just get all shooters. Do it. Do it. Better back up. Turns to Jack while his daughter's going catatonic and says, Jack, I'm a psychiatrist, I'll take care of this. Well, like... That guy probably died. As soon as you help Jack Bauer, there's a timer above your head. And it's never more than the 7 minutes. So then Steven ruled out any further involvement state. He will definitely not return in any way. He probably burned bridges. He's always drunk as fuck. And they're like, Kiefer, you can't. And he's like, I want to. And they're like, well then, we're done. Contract cancellations happen in real time. He was young when that started. I thought he was like 42 when that started, but he's like 35 or something. Or 36 or something? He looks old as shoot. He's doing big boss numbers. Oh, yeah, these good? Yeah, I like all the pictures of Kiefer with no shirt on, really fucked up, outside like some patio restaurant, and like crashing over. While you're 30. I probably won't reach that. I'm just gonna hold my breath the night before. Can I send my cat to get bacon? Is Metal Gear Solid 5 the last season 24? Nina, my threads are doing big, but yeah. I don't need you to kill my wife anymore. My threads are doing big boss numbers. Kids like me again. I can have sex with young people again, so I don't need that shit. For a long time, Kiefer wasn't getting any work, so he just did rodeos and shit in Montana. That's an actual thing that happened. Yeah, Kiefer looks really happy in those pictures. He's out doing what he loves. Kiefer apparently lived in the same building that I lived in a couple years ago. I was reading about it, and on its Wikipedia page, it said Kiefer lived there as a youth. That's fucked up. It was a shithole. I think in the 70s it was a nice area. But then pirates moved in. Remember this next time you're stuck in a rodeo and there's no end in sight, you could get really drunk in a few years. It's gonna pay off. It's all going somewhere. It's not just a waste. You're good, dude. You're doing okay. Watch this and jumps into a Christmas. Yeah, what the fuck? What does he do? You should be using your songs more. Yeah, see? Believe that? Oh god, burp in my eyes. He's just a man who was robbed of his childhood, so he captures his youth in any way he can. Watch this. Keith. Oh, really? The guy just ran away with the money, pretending he sold a warehouse? Yeah, they got a bunch of their guns taken away. Wonder if they even bothered to clear those. The government saw these weapons, and they're like, for sure you're not allowed to be doing this. Oh, janitor stole $2 million from a movie studio. Yeah, I don't think he qualifies as a janitor. I think he's a neurosurgeon after that. The way he worked on that guy's head, you know what I mean? This isn't the original, yeah. I like people who are saying Circum Soldier's voice. It's obviously forced and fake, dude. Yeah, and forced laughter. It's getting really old, that fake Russian guy. Shit. Wow, is he gonna get another shtick besides some fake Russian? That's why no cam. Go! I like this game because it proves a fat Aryan can still go outside. It's managed by an Indian call center. Fake Russian, dude. We get it. Why don't you write something better for the next season? Oh yeah, you can be closing right now. Let's see that chud. I just know the facts. No opinions here, no spin, just facts. Cool. It plays a sound effect, but also it shows you the words of the sound effect. Also this one. Also this one. Let's see it. Let's see it. Get that back on. Oh. Cool. You sure are cool. Oh yeah, you can move that. Fuck. Oh yeah, you can move that. Oh. You can. In your dreams, do you see things repeat a lot? I read a thing that said dreams repeat. You get the same dream and you keep repeating it and different parts of it and do kind of different things. Why? Get the expensive. Fuck 'em. Yeah, it's weird that does that. Just repeating a thing. I found a cool dream of you pissing your pants, so I'll just play it for you a bit. Oh, there's evil down there. Oh! Too bad your ass got sacked. You've been streaming for a while. Holy smoke. For sure you gotta stop right now. Yeah, it's a sick nugs, I'm thinking. Five Unix. Buy it. Get that girlfriend. Maybe she'll give it a little kiss on your mouth. How many dreams do we have? How many times we go into each other's dreams. There was a 24 game and Michael Madsen was the bad guy? That's fucked up. Heal him, heal him. Deputy stand still, will do it. Girlfriend. Girlfriend. Get those girlfriends up. She dies? That's foolish. Oh yeah, just zoom it out.
There is an idea of a bro team, some kind of abstraction, but there is no real bro team. Only an entity, something illusory, and though he can hide his cold gaze and you can shake his hand and feel flesh gripping, yours bro team is simply not there.
That's about it. It's not real, it's just skeletons and wind. This chair smells bad, you bastard. should have always played it like this. So zoomed, so pitted. Blown the fuck out. Pish. It's a thought process, not a bean. Not even a lot of thought either. Oh, what you got? Get one girlfriend.
Just skeletons and wind going rut do 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 rut do 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 do.
Rut do 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 do. Just skeletons and wind mostly. She died! Russia should have a turret in the middle of it that can shoot anywhere on its border. If anyone tries to go, it blasts a big shell out and gets them. You didn't have permission to come in. I blew you up. That's why. I have pickles and I didn't even open them. For like 2 weeks I've had pickles in there. This game is Barbarian. Yeah, why can't she just heal? Sucks. Russian dolls. Vomit on them. Make 100 million people build the defense systems for 60 years. That same system then kills them so the remaining people... and that entirely... they just fucked it. You got distracted, didn't you? Reading a little story? Oh, you can't afford that. What's this? Kick more scrotums. Okay, there we go. If you go under Russia, you'll find a slightly smaller Russia. Yeah, it's because you got that girl. Fuck. She's a witch. I knew it. Fucking. Oh, we should watch a Blair Witch too. Fucking witch. I killed her. Just got all shooters. Yeah, why didn't you always do this? Shoot him! Yeah, good. I like that Risk that's in the future. Some nuclear ass Risk. And some places are blown up and some places can get nuclear radiated. And Canada, there's like Quebec and like Alberta. United Ontario. I don't know what it is. Alberta's separated though, and they're their own thing. And you can fight. Kill him! Oh, yeah. Just keep waggling across. There's a guy in Blair Witch 2 who sells little Blair Witch statues for a lot of money. Just little sticks he put together. That's what they thought the internet was like. Remember Freaky Links? We should watch that. They go investigate ghosts and then they put videos on the internet and people pay for it. Freaky Links. How can you tell what level your mans are? They kill everyone in Japan. The world is saved. Do them. In World War Z, the book, North Korea, I don't know if South Korea, yeah, North Korea just disappeared. They think they went underground into tunnels, but they're gone. There's no people there. Try to fuck me. Yeah, shield. Yeah, shield. I wish that part would go faster. I don't want to see him. They didn't hear it. I can't call it. Japan is fueled by ghosts. Oh, shoot. What the hell is that? You gotta kill it before he gets there? Oh, there's a wizard with her. Fuck. You stupid idiot! You died, didn't you? Now you're down in the muck, pouting. Oh, you got hurt. Quit stopping to play songs. Bet I could hurt you. If my men would shoot. Sure is cool around here. Don't! Oh, I've never heard that one. Goodness. You made a new little song, didn't you? Don't wreck that thing! Bronze God. Bronze God was a puss. What happened to Cobalt God? Bronze God did nothing wrong. Fourth one was a slave to pleasure. I gotta get it. Oh, what's that? New unit. Oh, you're gonna get fucked now. Worth them. You fucked. Shoot him! Just keep swerving. I don't care. Look how rich I am, stupid. Oh yeah, burping me. Thanks, that's so polite. I don't care, dude. What's that? What's that drunk? Weakens. A defender up on me roof. And help, yeah, like what? Drop rate. Drop your ass. This didn't open up. Ah, so you could have been doing this whole time, you fucking idiot. He can get hurt. Lightning sniper with huge breasts. She's the life of the party. She doesn't hurt people? Yeah, but she gets hurt doing it. Let's get that ninja. Yeah, let's see your Crocs then, loser. Ninja loser. Patton Oswalt is on. Holy shit. Why did they do that? I'm literally gonna give you cancer. Yeah, shoot him. Shut your asshole. Get a bunch of ninja ins. Get a bunch. Oh, fuck. Yeah, does he sing songs faster? Sing me songs. Sing songs. Get that back on. You fell into a groove, you fucker. You played a mind-killing game. And look how much time passed. Try to kiss me a bit. Kiss my eyelids as they rest. And wake up within a minute because you choked on your own breath. Ow! Oh, you can swirl them. Whoo! Haru, haru. Get him. Then we don't want to be unfair and kill them before they even come out. Did you see the thing about Felicia Day not being able to find a thing in Skyrim? And she's got friends, of course, at Bethesda, so... Her friend was like, oh, give me your save file and I'll get our quest guy, whatever, to look at it and try to find the Stone of Berenzai or whatever. I think that was it. Or some quest thing. And so they fucking got some Bethesda ZeniMax person to look at it, and he was like, oh, it's right beside her in her fucking house.
Emoticons are cancer.
No. And her line was, I suck. They have a lore master. They, instead of making Fallout good, they did that. They're just sucking on pseudo-celebrity feeds. Does that bother you, nerd? Does that bother you, nerd? Go back to your basement, nerd. That's what's going on. Girls are getting attention instead of your games, nerd. Solving e-celeb problems. Yep. Thanks for making friends with little celebrities. Fuck up. Now I gotta look at her save and play the game for her, else I'm the asshole, aren't I? It was on a day 9 video. They were playing games and she told them. Darkest Dungeon had a patch that made it suck? Like what? It's difficult. You're full of hate. Yeah. Is that it? I just want to know what the guy means about you fucking... Just all his cries. Just please stay and elaborate. Otherwise, it's a cry by shooting. I like that. It was a fucking cry by. Defense me. Anointy, anointy. Forced laughter, tired of so. Yeah, I actually spend about 3 hours before every stream. Every hour that I'm gonna put into the stream, I put into writing the script and preparing. It's day 9 an idiot. I watched it once. It sounded like he seems like an idiot. I sure watched that E3 PC conference. And he seems like a fucking idiot. That Twitter won't verify her and also ban all our enemies. Lee? Everyone is so good. I like everyone. How could we be hateful when everyone else is taking care of it for us? We just enjoy a nice time. Yeah, I have ninjas would throw shit fast, idiot. Oh. Oh, what? Oh, what's that? Oh, it's oh. Okay, we gotta stop this. I want to see this Steven Totillo video in Cool Hole if possible. Ah! I don't want to stop. I was getting good. Explain your accusation, provide examples instead of just saying, I guess ask somebody stupid, they're not even worth replying to. Yeah. If you're gonna cry, please just have the courage for yourself, even. So one day you can say, I stayed and said it. Just say it. Explain why you're crying. What do you want? What's the friend do? XP level. What does that hero do? No, get the health. As if I'd ever stop playing this game. I tricked you. No, the stream's done. God. Put it in my ass.